Yeah. I don't know. What? We're live?
We've been told we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to It
I
Fell
thought we'd get
Outback.
more of a warning than that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to It Fell Outback. This is not your regular cast, it seems. I am not the regular GM, but this time we are on an any% derail speedrun for the night. So, I'm Matt Briefcase Brown. I'm usually over on Split the Party, and we're playing some Fallout today. Let's go around the table and see who everyone else is playing, because I feel awkward. All right, starting with Emily. How you doing, Emily?
Oh, yay. Let's go to someone definitely less awkward. It's going to be great.
I just got on the overlay.
Oh.
Hey, my name is Emily. I am here tonight, but usually you'll find me over on the It's Fate script channel as the producer, occasional DM, and player, Thirstmaster, whatever you want to call me. And when I'm not there, I'm hanging out with Promethean over on the Lorites channel. So, yeah, that's me. Hey, tonight I'm playing Dr. Ruby Payne Scott. Fuck around and find out. That's all I have to say.
All right, next up on the overlay, we have D20.
What? Who? Where? No.
Next up on the
not.
overlay.
And thanks, Matt. That was great. Back to you.
All right, next up on the overlay, we have Promethean.
Man of mystery. Hi, I'm Promethean. There's a 0 in it. I'm here quite often. You'll find on the Radiant Shadows campaign playing Delgrim. You'll also find me on It's Fate's Grip, in the Echoes of Divinity campaign, and or as co-Thirstmaster, and as of quite recently running my little campaign on the Lorites here as well.
It's like you're everywhere, like some kind of strange rash.
Very, very itchy.
Mm.
There's cream for that.
Mm.
All right, last but certainly not least, Hamish.
I was
welcome.
hoping you'd say, speaking of itchy, and then...
Speaking of...
It
No,
would
let's
have
do it
been-
again. Let's do
it
it again.
would
We're
have been-
live, right? We can redo the take, right? All right, speaking of itchy, Hamish.
Hi, I'm Hamish, or Ham the DM, or Hey You, or any kind of pork-based product. You'll find me DMing Radiant Shadows right here on the Meeples and Dragons channel every fortnight on a Saturday. Otherwise, you'll find me over on the Lorites with, if I point the right way, is that the right way for him? I don't know. Anyway, playing in Promethean's game because he was nice enough to let me actually play a character, and I get to play a character here as well. I just realized that I had changed my name and slightly, but then did not tell Saz, so I'm not going to use the name that I changed it to. I'll use the one I was given on this overlay. I'm playing Dr. Julius Summer Miller.
All right. All right. So, today's episode is going to be aptly called Murder on the Dance Floor. Not floor. F-L-E-U-R. Now, the reason why it is that is because there has been some tragedy, and we'll find out what has happened up there. But overall, we're doing a little bit of mystery vibe today. We're all stuck in our vault, and it is yet to be opened. But I want to cut first to the inside of the vault, down in the depths of it. The vault titled Get on the Beers, very aptly. Now, this vault is known, it's kind of known as a party vault around these parts. Everybody does kind of what it says on the tin here, and on the tin, and the liquid inside the tin. But we head right down to the cryo chamber of the vault, the popsicle stand, as it can be colloquially known. My God, my voice doesn't work today, or my brain, one of them. And you start to see one of the pods just starting to open and thawing out as its protocols dictate. Dr. Bob Norrison, you start to waken from your icy slumber a bit earlier than you expected. However, you know something's needing to awaken you.
Yeah.
Taking a look around, you can see a number of the other pods have so you'll see the pods lining the walls here. They'll either have green, red, or yellow kind of indicator lights. You can see another 3 or 4 or so have already got their yellow indicator light telling you that this process is possibly starting up in a few of the pods. You can also see a number of pods that already have the green light and the tube is already up. And you can see quite a few many more that are already red in the indicator light. So they are not due to wake up anytime soon. But you would expect that almost everybody here should have yellow lights at this point.
Is there some kind of post-cryo protocol involved here that I would be familiar with, perhaps?
What was your ranking again, sorry?
My ranking?
Yeah, like your job here. What's your job?
Oh, yeah, I'm like science cop.
Science cop. Now, can you elaborate for everyone at home what, and also me, in fact, what is science cop?
Yeah, I believe Bob Norris does the sciencing in studying assorted things within the vault, but also has a side gig in vault law enforcement.
Is your best friend Gronald Bump by chance? I heard that in the news pretty recently.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, he hasn't thought out yet, so he's not in this story. Okay, so as resident science cop, this is vastly against protocol for you. You think someone's done a bit of a naughty here, and the trail of beer cans that are left around here slightly still got a bit in them, and with ash inside each. Someone's been up to something they possibly shouldn't have.
Incredible. I think Bob then will ignore what he's meant to do with protocol real quick, because as a part-time bodybuilder, it's super important that I get them gains, and we'll just kind of reach down to the side of the pod first and just do some sweet curls with some weights.
The pod itself as the hatched lid as the curl?
To press, yeah, absolutely. Just to and I imagine they're quite large and it's quite difficult, but you know.
Well, it is on a hinge, so genuinely the fulcrum and the physics of it would actually make it easier than maybe you're thinking it is, but you can crunch those gains with a slightly less heavy pod than you would want. But you can do that.
Look, just a few reps to wake up and then go about investigating this nefarious activity.
The nefarious activity of the beer cans on the floor. Correct. Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, let's say you do crunches for the next few minutes, and by this point you hear another rush of air starting to open as one of the, probably within 5 meters of you, another pod starts to slowly open the hatch and lift up. You can see this one is labeled as Chef. No more words than that. It just says chef. Like they hadn't specifically been given enough respect to have like a full placard on it. Yours says Dr. Bob Norrison and everything on it, but this one simply just says chef.
Wander over, have a little peek in, have a little squeeze.
Peter Russell.
Well, what emerges from the crowd smoke is a pristine white hat as it looms forward in a dangerous fashion at a jaunty angle. G'day.
Dangerous fashion.
Oh, g'day.
That's French for Australian hello. G'day.
What's going on, mate?
Are you from Frankston by chance? Because I've heard that voice down there with authority.
I don't know if Frankston survived the bombs, mate.
God only hopes they don't. Oh, man.
What's cooking?
A bit of mischief by the look of it. Few cans, few durries lying around.
Look, I don't want to scare you, but you're very well built for a physicist.
Well, thanks. Yeah, put a bit of work into it.
Is that legal in whatever state we're currently interred in?
Oh, yeah, totes.
Okay. I need to find someone with a more baritone in the voice. Can we open one of the pods and get someone else out? Because I'm losing every third word. You're too high pitch.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
All right. Well, you can go over to another one of the pods that is just starting to show signs of it. The condensation's indicating the cycle is nearly complete.
No, stop. As the resident chef here, that condensation could be dangerous to someone with your gains. So let me just get a cloth and wipe it. Find out who it is.
All right. So you're wiping this one, and you spot a another scientist inside. The placard on this one reads Julius. Professor Julius Miller.
I reckon we turn this one off and find another one. What do you reckon?
I'd agree, but actually, no, Jules is a good bloke.
Mon Dieu. I learned that in France. That's a foreign country, not Australia. When I was learning how to cook things, ragu, well-known French dish.
So I'm sure you're saying words, mate. I don't know exactly what they are, though.
Julius, you were telling me about Julius.
How'd you come, Jules? G'day.
All right, so Julius's pod will and open up, revealing Julius inside.
Probably not what people would expect, because Julius is in fact not a person. Julius is in fact a robotic Mr. Handy. So as the pod opens up, you would see this spherical ball with a number of these small arms sort of all curled up into it. And as it opens, a few lights would flick on. The arms would kind of stretch out a bit. The little eyeball attachment would look up and look at you, Dr. Norrison, and go, "Oh, I say, Dr. Norrison, it's good to see you. What's going on? My substance quasar seems to have lost itself in the luminosity." And he would slowly start to kind of float up, hit the side of like the little cryo chamber and float across and go, "Oh no, there goes my constellation. Oh, my programming seems to be slightly off today."
Oh, you're all right, Jules. You'll be right, mate. Just shake it off. Got a bit of a mystery to solve here. Might need some more help, though.
Yeah.
This bloke in the hat doesn't seem to be all that useful.
This
Thank
bloke
you.
in the hat? Who's this? I'm sorry, but my elliptical gravity is galactical in the quasar again.
Look, science has been enough. We've got a mystery we need to solve, and I don't want to scare you, but do you have a whisk attachment?
A whisk attachment? Not that I'm aware of. I've got a couple of small pincers, and like tittle arms will rise up and get kind of like start pincing towards you.
Okay. Well, look, I mean, normally I pay for that, so we're going to save that to later and then go and find out what this mystery is. Is there any more lights coming on?
Well,
Bob.
as you're saying that, the last tube has looked like it's already open. That had the yellow indicator light. Ruby Payne Scott, you've already been watching this completely
Thank
insane
God.
situation play out over the last few minutes. But let's let's say you've just been quietly watching and coming to your conclusions as you need to.
She likes to watch.
But as they start looking around, you think you're going to get spotted here.
Oh yeah, I will have absolutely been like just scanning between all of them as this was going on. Yeah, just hanging out, living my best life, my best synthetic life.
All right. So,
Oh shit, who's that?
It's your robot friend here. He's right in front of us. What do you mean?
Oh no, sorry, I thought I saw someone lurking around.
Completely obviously, I am not trying to hide.
Yeah, see?
And in
Told
fact,
ya.
you'd also see a little companion of mine that's just like hanging out nearby. What you would see is like a miniature swivel chair that is a robot, and it would be kind of hanging out nearby me, probably spinning in little circles. But yeah, very much looks like a standard office chair that is about this big.
it's just tiny.
At the same time, Julius will turn back towards his pod, and you'll hear him go, Nigel, Vincent Cornwell, come here, please." And emerging out of his little pod, its little floppy ears dangling down as it's kind of got this very sleepy look, is this little chocolate brown dachshund. And Professor Julius will go, come here, Nigel. Come here, NVC. Come here. Who's a good boy? Who's a good little puppy dog? And the puppy will run over with its crazy little wagging tail.
Yeah. Do you condense every name? I mean, in chef school, we were told not to do that. Protractor.
Protractor?
Science.
I'm sorry, but my programming still seems to be slightly off. This cryogenic,
Volkswagen Dock Technique. That's a hamburger.
Right, anyway, there's a shit ton of fucking cans and stuff on the ground over here, and a bunch of darts, and I'm deputizing all of you to help me investigate why we're no longer asleep.
Yeah. Hold on, who's the chair?
The chair. That's me, mate. That's 3 Methian 69 Pro swivel chair.
I've heard of
Is there
those.
inspiration in this game? Because I want to give it out.
How many zeros are in that?
Exactly one. That's silent at least. The 3s are not.
Actually, here's what. So, just confirming, we had some donations from the last stream that I can give out, right? All right, Dr. Ruby Payne, you see beside you, you get a little indicator on your in your field of vision, and you see a stim pack nearby. Thank you so much for the donation. Have a stim pack.
Hey, I will. I totally
Because if
will.
I can't reward you with my normal stuff, I'll give you the weird stuff.
And you know what? I am going to use it at the most appropriate time.
Also, just a reminder to everyone, if we can hit $1,000 donated, we have another giveaway that we will trigger, and you will see what that is when we get closer to the time. But for now, I think we're only, is that $210 off that? Well, yeah, we're $210 off that, and your donation still changed these games, so just saying. Mess us up. We've already derailed. Let's see how far off the deep end we can go. Maybe it is it. Well, hold on. Maybe the it is us falling off the plot line out back. That was a terrible joke. I gotta take a break.
The true it was the plot that we ignored along the way.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was the plot we ignored.
Hold on, you've managed to fool us with this very, very excellent chair. What's your name, chair lady?
I mean, you can call me that if you want.
Okay.
I don't really give a fuck. But if you want to, I'm a doctor, and I will be referred to as such. Dr. Ruby will do just fine.
So, but hold on. So you're Doctor.
I'm not actually a doctor.
Ruby. I lost track of the names. Can you say that
Yeah,
slowly?
I mean,
I'm just getting my pencil out right.
No, it's just Ruby Payne Scott. But if you want to call me, don't give a fuck. But yeah, don't give a fuck, Ruby. That's fine. Yeah, this sucks.
I say then, don't give a fuck, Ruby. How are we going to try and solve this mystery that Dr. Norrison has called out?
Well, if you had asked me beforehand, I probably would have known a lot better, but it seems my programming is a little bit cooked. I feel like I knew astronomy, and now all I can tell you is constellations. You, my friend, are a Scorpio.
It's okay. I'm a chef, so I can help you.
Typical Leo behavior.
Actually, I'm a robot, so I don't technically have a date of birth, but it's an interesting observation that you've made. Dr.
Date of
Norrison,
production. Let's go.
you were talking about beer cans and durries. Shall we investigate?
Wasn't it darts?
Darts. Same
Isn't
thing.
durry
My
something
programming.
else?
Insulation, kinetic, nuclear.
Okay.
Darts, the 4 elements.
Yeah,
The
Dr.
4
Bob.
elements to a banger of a night. Nuclear deterrence, beers, darts, and science.
too bloody right. Right, Jules. They're just over there if we want to have a look.
Splendid. Let's go. Have an investigation. And
All
Jules will start floating over to where all this shit is.
All right, so you can see the trail of beer and cigarettes heading down some of the corridors, through a T intersection, through a couple corners. And as you're walking through the depths of this place, taking an elevator up, you can now hear a bit of an announcement happening.
Oh, fuck, it's the announcement noise. Hang on. Shh.
Yeah, can you, did I just hear some people... hold on a second. You coming upstairs or what?
G'day.
Oh, there was someone. Oh, okay. Come up to door 4 and... we'll get you sorted some jobs, I guess.
At this point, the elevator reaches the top, opens the doors. That was so raspy on my throat, but
That guy sounded like he was from Dandenong.
Yeah, yeah.
Hang on, it's made me need to cough. Hang on.
Matt, is part an investigation role here because I'm desperate to get this plot back on track. Do any of these beer cans have beer in them, and have they been crushed in a particular way?
Not anymore. I was real thirsty from the
they've
way
got
up.
that thing where like the bottom part like has a little bit liquid in it, but you know that someone's used it to put out something, so they're not drinkable anymore, but they have a little bit of liquid in them.
Yeah.
You know, if you were really desperate, you could put probably 4 of them together and have a fresh beer and ash.
Look, as someone that has been around 3 scientists, prominent scientists, and a chair, I'm going to take a sniff of the beer and see how stale it is, Matt, just to get a sense of how long this has been here, and I'm going to taste the ash as well.
Are you sure? Okay.
Smell it.
It smells smoky. This is very clearly pre-apocalyptic Winnie Blues.
Good shit.
That's the good shit. They cost at least 400 bottle caps a pack, or even per smoke these days. They're rare.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know that yet, I guess. Your vault's not open. But, you know, in the vernacular of the Wastelanders, that's what you'd be getting.
This would be great with miso soup.
Well, me so bored listening to you. Let's go.
I've always liked your chair. Much more exciting than you are.
Shall we head upstairs then, everybody, to where this voice was coming from?
Fuck oath. Let's go. Door 4.
Dr. Julius will turn around to his small dog and go, NVC, come. And we'll head off towards the elevator.
You just hear us coming.
Walk a bit faster.
All right. At door 4, you see the trail starting to leave, and you can see fairly old woman, probably about 80 years old or so, sitting behind the desk here. Now, she is probably 3 packs deep, as the label on the labels on the packs are strewn everywhere, and she looks like she's been around here for a bit. Her vault uniforms, it's got like a lab coat on top of it, but she's looking pretty worse for wear here. You did see a bunch of other scientists also studying and doing various work tasks in the other bays. However, this is the one, you know, you'd been told to come here, so this is where you are. She's sitting behind the desk, just punching another cigarette. No, it was you, wasn't it? Yeah, alright. What's your names? Give me your assignments.
Oh. G'day, love.
Dr. Dance.
Dr. Dance?
Dr. Dance.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
No.
Does a little jig.
No. I've heard that too many times. What's your station?
Yeah, sorry. I'm Dr. Bob. I don't think I've been assigned a station yet. Other than
What's
vault
your
scientist, science and blowing stuff up.
Rubble clearing. Alright. Head to the vault doors. You. I don't care who.
Push the chair forward.
What's your specialty?
Did you just push my chair forward?
Yeah.
I just shoot absolute daggers at you with my synthetic eyes.
3D printed daggers.
3D printed daggers. Absolutely. Yeah, what do you want?
I want to know what you're doing.
Well, currently standing here.
What's your specialty?
Apparently I could tell you what star sign you would be, but I was probably much smarter before this cryogen stuff.
Comedian. Report to the cafeteria. All right, next.
Professor Julius will nudge the chef with one of his little pincer arms.
Famous TV personality, investor extraordinaire, and henchman to Dr. Bob, the prime investigator. We're actually, and I'll pull out a notepad, flip it open. We're investigators and show some sort of, I don't know, work ID, I'm assuming. Bit like a driving license, except for, you know, slightly, it makes me look a lot younger than the whatever age I am.
We've got. Well, so what are you, like an investigator or something?
We're science police, according to Dr. Bob.
Cops.
Oh
Come back,
yeah,
Bob.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah,
Why
we're
you
here.
say
Stop crimes
so?
and
So
shit.
You two are cops. You're like bodyguards.
No, cops.
Bouncers. We're
so
looking
imagine-
for bouncers.
No,
We're all
no,
cops here. Coppos.
You're all cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, 911, what's your emergency, my guy?
How are you with shift work?
How's it paid? Can I be unionized?
You're getting staying bored.
Do I get a gun? Or a
She like
whisk?
genuinely ponders from it. One gun between all of you.
Well, given two of us, well, one of us has a chair.
Make it 0 guns then between all of you. If you
Yeah, so
can't
give me the gun.
share.
Give me the gun. I'm good with guns, good with tools, good with my hands.
Bob will
They're hot.
position himself in such a way that she absolutely can't see the gun that he has in his gear list on the character sheet.
Yeah. Don't listen to her in regards to your gear list. You all have
Excellent.
your actual gear here.
Oh, another gun. Yeah.
I
so,
also have a gun.
Yeah. So just to be clear, we are the police, and we are here to investigate because we're authority figures here. Look at Dr. Julius and his lovable. What was it called again? The thing that keeps coming in the behind us. NVC or something.
Oh, you're talking about my little dog, Nigel Vincent Cornwell. Yes, NVC, that's his name.
Is that a pet?
Yes, he is my pet dog.
And procedure means I have to go in storage for the next quarantine.
It is, in fact, a utility tool.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but my programming rejects this concept, and I will resort to extreme violence if you try to put my dog into storage.
All right,
Service
settle down,
animal,
Jules.
I get it. I get it.
You do watch as one of the little mechanical arms unfolds, and it's actually holding a grenade. I'm happy to use extreme prejudice.
As unionized officers of a law, we're going to take it on notice that none of this happened. So we're going to investigate.
All of it down.
What was your name
I'm
again?
gonna have to tell the overseer.
Oh,
Ah.
All right,
that's
report
a
to
great
your
idea.
stations.
Okay,
You're all under bouncer duty if you're cops.
perfect.
Sure.
I need to go to bed.
Do you have anything to help me suck the gut in?
There's a belt in the cupboard in your quarters.
Oh,
1 belt per person. We've got many years left. At this point, she'll dismiss you, and we're going to hard cut to 9 months later in the future.
Sick.
You have all. So I want everyone to just think about their time in the vault here. You've been given your primary function, which is you've been put on bouncer duty and taken up shift work, despite some of you literally being quite intelligent scientists. No matter after this initial meeting, no matter what you've said since, because you've been assigned your function in the vault, no amount of arguing has since been able to get you on any other job. They've just hard stonewalled any communication as to otherwise. So at this point, 8 months or so down the track, about 9 months of your awake time, you now reach this moment where it's like a constant party here, almost. Like, you are bouncers, but you're literally like the most busy members of the vault in your work. It's genuinely impressive how much some of these people can drink. In fact, compared to anybody else, you think this vault of get on the beers is I don't know, completely going through it. And it has been said, and even thought about from all of you, that are we going through all of this too fast? Is that possible here? The kegs never run dry, but 8 months of a bender, that's a lot of drinking. And we will wake up in one morning of a particularly rowdy night. It was a celebration of someone's perceived birthday, and everyone had a particularly big night, including yourselves. They even let you get off shift early. I paused too quickly on that get off.
You
And
paused
it stuck in my head, and I was
correctly.
like,
With this group,
yeah, I was
a
like,
fraction of a second.
I've derailed my own brain with that own statement.
Typing to Promethean secretly straight away.
Yeah,
I was like,
so like I'll stick with it. You get off, and then you get off shift, and then you all start getting the drinks in yourself too. Waking up, and Professor Julius, this is quite impressive for you if you are genuinely a robot here. The next morning's quite hazy for you. Everyone's waking up very slowly. You're very sluggish. You've got a pounding headache. And you can all start crawling out of your various hab modules to find each other. But you are getting some brain fog right now.
Bob will immediately start coffee. I think is a ritual after such events, I think, in preparation for everyone's arrival.
All right.
Professor Julius will definitely make sure that Nigel Vincent Cornwall has had some food. He's probably taken a little dump in the corner of the room because wasn't really organized the night before. So he's probably got like a little pan. He's cleaning up the little Nigel Vincent Cornwall poo.
Yeah, you can clean up those little poops. It looks like they have not just done it in one area. It's kind of scattered about. Like you like, has the dog been drunk as well? What's going on here? Like, there's no sensical method to any of the organization of even your own belongings anymore. Bob Norrison, you go and try to put the coffee pot on, but it's filled with like a light green effervescent liquid bubbling slightly, and then you also find like a pickle sitting in it. You're like, did I make pickle coffee last night made out of like some kind of fizzy drink? I don't know, but that's what's in there now, and it clearly is not going to make coffee very easily. Luckily, everyone else does have coffee pots in their respective rooms.
Excellent. In which case, I think the most sensible approach would be for Bob to immediately go to Chef's Peter Ross Clark's hab and borrow his.
So yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the doors open, the den of iniquity, which is Peter Russell Clark's secret hangover cures, because the black market and the last 9 months I've been building up on the premium get over your hangover type approach is a mixture of sluggy breakfast kind of get-ups, and I've been taking the old beers and the darts, grinding them back in there and adding some Tabasco sauce from a distance, and it's been a classic. And I've had 3 classic physicists. I keep using Dr. Fuck You Ruby Payne, to help me out with some science stuff, and I put sparkles in it. Don't know what the sparkles are. They might be uranium, but they're sparkly.
Speaking of, as I emerge from wherever I am, I have a durry already hanging out of my mouth. That's the best hangover cure in my mind. It's definitely confiscated from someone in bouncer duty. And 3Methian will squeakily wheel out with me. And the wheel is incredibly squeaky. It also looks like someone has left a bottle or like some sort of a cup in it, sitting in the chair.
I feel like because Ruby and Julius are both of the robotic nature, like Julius would have, after cleaning up after Nigel Vincent Cornwall, would have floated around to where Ruby is to sort of meet up before they head off. And Nigel Vincent Cornwall will like climb up onto the 3Methian, like just sort of mount it and sit on it. So, and they've probably got this relationship now where he'll often like ride the 3Methian pro gaming chair around.
Yeah. So you ride 3Methian, you ride the gaming chair, yep. Is this like a gaming, are you like riding it like, like you turn the seat around, you got the...
I mean,
it's cowboy style.
That's what I'm getting at.
This is like my little dog that's riding it. So he's probably always got like his paws up on the back. So it is kind of like the reverse.
It's like if a dachshund could cowboy ride.
Yeah, it's almost like a reverse cowboy ride where he's kind of got his paws up on the back.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Okay, so this seems like a good fit. You do see through the window of the habitation modules, some guy is just taped to the ceiling. You know them to be Sal Kagan, one of the many residents of the vault here that you've come to know. Like Stevie Hawks, Kip Thorne, Annie Cannon, Kurt Michael, Dr. Grassy, Niall Tyson, all of those folks are the scientists in your community. But it looks like not just the four of you, not just the companions you have, but everybody looks to have had the largest night of this vault's time here. One does start walking in, and they're holding their head with the biggest hangover they've ever had in their life, but they seem to be a bit troubled as they do. They lock eyes with you. They see the smoke hanging out of Ruby's mouth, and they're like, "Hey, are you guys able to walk right now?"
I look down at myself currently walking.
Okay.
Or standing, and I go, "Yeah, my guy, what's going on?"
I just need someone to come and check this thing I found, because I was really stressed out when I saw it. I need the verification. You got control experiment. You got, oh god.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy shit that happened last night, my friend.
Did someone take the water out of the alcohol? Like, I feel like I just drank straight booze.
Yeah, well, someone was sneaking Voddy Red Bulls in here as well. So,
bloody Voddy Reddy Bulls, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's expired a long time ago.
Yeah.
No one should be drinking those.
I don't even know what that is anymore. I just drink it because it tasted good.
Yeah, it's basically like if someone milked a potato and put it inside an energy drink, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's down in room 4, where, where she lives. Just come. I can't even. Holy crap.
I tell you what, put him carefully on the sofa, and then take 2 packets of cigarettes and put a hangover cure in his hand, and it's like, we've got this. Dr. Bob.
So you hand him a pack of Winnies, and you just lie him down on the couch?
Yeah, that's it.
Bob will stop pressing the sofa real quick so he could be like laid down on it.
Yeah. And then using the finest Italian beans, I'll give him a baked bean espresso, because that really gets you
Oh yeah. Is
I'm
that
a chef.
mine?
Chef. Baked beans, espresso. Best thing for you.
Okay.
Snort it.
Oh, why does it burn?
That's the Tabasco. Quick, let's leave. And then usher everybody out to Vault 4. Door 4. Room 4.
Room 4?
I'll avenge
Sure.
you! I'll avenge you! And he starts just breaking down in tears at this point, but you don't know what from. He's drunk.
Yeah, I mean, I would cry if I had to deal with Chef. So here
That's
we
fair.
are.
That is so fair. You also, you just left him in Chef's room as well. No wonder there's a concoction of something of any kind of food in there. All right. So what's everyone doing?
We're off to room 4, yeah?
Off to room 4.
All right. Heading down the hallway, you can see just a trail of destruction everywhere you see. Dr. Hawks, who normally is in their wheelchair, seems to be at the moment sitting on the john, door straight open. They do not even see you as you walk past, and they are having the worst day of their life. Ignoring them, everyone's drunk, but ignoring them, you can head over to room 4, passing, who else we got here? Passing Kip, who's like staring at their astro charts, but they're more like staring at it and looking at the chunder that has just projectiled out of their mouth onto it in horror as they realize they now have to clean it. This is their research for the last year that they've been working on, now drenched in a mix of everything that was in their stomach the night before. Walking past them, you do hear a little bit of a low hum as it gets louder and louder. It starts to seem like an alarm clock or like some kind of alert system going off coming from room 4.
Okay. Matt, as the only non-academically qualified individual here, I will use my revolver or a gun thing to kind of poke through the vomit and see if there's any ingredients I recognize.
In the vomit?
Yeah, because I want to see if there's some level of toxicity going through there. I'll use MVC to kind of help me part the stuff because, he's the right size.
Look,
They're
let's
very
have
good
the
at
first
sniffing
check
stuff
of the
out.
night as you sift
Fucking
through
leave the
this. Yeah,
chopper
sure, why
alone.
not?
We've been given a plot point. We should probably go that way instead.
Up to you. You sifting through this?
Well, you just said it was, clearly there's something going on here, and I want to investigate, Matt, because I'm a chef.
All right. I need a bit of help with this skill check because there is no investigate in this game. Would this be a survival?
Yes,
of some
absolutely.
kind?
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely,
digging
Matt.
through
Survival.
vomit is
How about
definitely a
explosives?
survival check.
Well, no, the explosive check would come out of the scientist when they were doing the act, not the aftermath of you checking through it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. Sure. Looking at my equipment, I'm very good at that. I'm going to chuck in a luck point because I think this is very important to the game, and I'm pretty sure it's going to lead us somewhere that we didn't expect to go. So here goes. Wish me something. Holy shit, that was good. Okay, so the good news is it was a 2, a 9, and an 18. So that's 2 successes, 1 failure. So yeah, like that, right?
So
2
overall
successes,
good.
1
Nice.
failure.
You look. You can see this food is some of your handiwork. In fact, you think it was your food that possibly caused an upset stomach, mixed in with the other alcohol. So it's probably you can't entirely be blamed here, but overall, you think you were the one that was able to get the right ingredients together to make a delicious meal.
Okay.
Yeah. Look. Moving on to door 4, because yes, we do have a plot point.
That alarm doesn't sound too good, eh? Should probably take a look.
Who's there first? Who rounds the corner first?
Go, Bob.
It sounds like Bob's, pushing up his entire way there.
Oh yeah, Bob
cartwheeling or something.
Bob drank so many of those vodka Red Bulls. He is like
Pinging,
buzzing and ready to go, and maybe some
He's
steroids.
like punching the air as he goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bob, you're around the corner and you stop dead in your tracks as the first person you met as you... Well, sorry, the first non-one of you four people you met is in this room. However, they seem to be on the floor with a durry in hand, but it is currently kind of burning through their hand at the same time. They without a hand twitching from pain or anything like that.
Oh fuck,
From
Dr. Dance!
from around the desk.
Dr. Dance, you alright, mate?
You don't hear anything coming back.
Emily, whilst Dr. Bob investigates, can I get to roll a d10 for me real quick?
Oh, fuck yeah, I can.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll really wish them.
And Dr. Bob will investigate.
The 3.
3.
Yeah.
Is this
Definitely
on? Is this on?
Below
her,
average
on her?
hotness. Below average hotness.
Yeah.
You know this. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Hey, if that rolled high, Dr. Bob and Dr. Dance will have had gotten it on at some point over the past 9 months.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Dr. Bob's gonna investigate what's going on with this little hand lying around.
Well, you can slowly edge around the desk here, and you can see it's not a severed arm, but it is bent the wrong way around their body. And you can see Dr. Dance lying Dr. Dead on the floor in front of you.
Wow.
Completely contorted and bent the wrong way. It looks like they've had quite a fall, question mark?
Oh well, fuck! That's not meant to have happened. Nobody move real quick.
Reeking of booze and cigarettes, but that's probably the one normal thing about her situation.
So Bob, you'd feel like the mass of Julius bump into you from behind, and you'd hear him go, "Excuse me, get out of the way. I'm not a doctor, but I do know how to investigate bodies."
Excellent, Jules. That's exactly what we need in this situation. We appear to have found a body.
And you'll hear the whirring of a buzzsaw behind you, and as you turn around, you'll see one of his little arms coming up with the buzzsaw slowly.
No, Jules, wait a minute, mate. I don't think that's how it's meant to go. Maybe we
Are
should...
you sure? He looks very, very dead, and we might require an autopsy.
Yep, absolutely fine. But first, I think we investigate maybe the room and the circumstances of the immediate subject area. Then, autopsy, sure.
Yeah, then autopsies for everyone.
You get an autopsy. You get an autopsy. Very well, that makes sense to me.
All right. So wait, Bob, are you doing this check then? What's going on here?
Yeah, but we'll expect the posse to also assist with some investigation of the
That's
room.
fair. Can I get are you checking Dance herself?
Yeah, I think Bob will check the good dead doctor first.
All right, Dr. Dead, give me a medicine check, please.
Sure. Gotta roll under, don't I?
Yeah, you roll low in this system.
So really,
Yeah.
you should be awesome in this game, pro.
Should be.
Well, here's the thing.
Get
We're
wrecked,
supposed
bro.
to also roll badly, but he rolls badly for what the system needs, which means that when he rolls in this system, he would roll 20s instead of 1s.
Yeah, I've rolled poorly for this exact system. Neither
Yeah.
of those are successes.
All right.
Julius will also be like examining the body as well, I think.
That's all right.
Oh, hang on. I get an extra die if I've got a point in the skill, yeah?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vic, in which case
That
one,
sounds correct.
Yes. In which case 1 critical success, I think it is, with a nat 1.
Yeah.
Third roll.
Oh,
You sucking has paid off. Woo!
it's not the first time they've heard that.
Correct, and it won't be the last that it does.
All right, so 2 fails and 1 critical success. How does that balance out? I don't know.
Just go with it, Matt. Matt, just go with it.
I was going to go with it. So yeah, you start searching around the body. Sorry, actually, Julius, did you also want to do your check as well?
Yeah. I'll supplement Dr. Bob.
Uh-huh.
I'm also proficient in medicine, just saying.
Oh.
Holy fuck. Okay. And I get used to dice. So I actually got 2 critical successes.
What?
So I rolled a 3 and a 2, and because my medicine skill is 6, if I roll under that, that's classified as a critical success.
All right, calm down, you fucking show off.
It's not my fault that I am purely superior to you, Dr. Bob. But it's okay. I'm sure you're very, very competent.
I'm all right.
All right. Well, okay. So, okay. Do we have any?
I'm
so,
sure he's skilled in like other places. I'm just gonna roll to see how hot Promethean is.
Question for the unseen gods. Do we have any donations that I could attribute to this many critical successes? And while I get that answer, okay, for one, you can see that this person has undertaken some very, very clear traumatic injuries. Their bones are broken in the wrong way. This
In the wrong way. Hold on. I would just like to very quickly ask, how can bones be broken in the right way?
Okay, so bones broken in the right way would just indicate that you've just cracked the bone. This is like a bone that has been like bent and splintered around the body the wrong, like in the wrong direction.
Okay, cool. All right.
Like it's not sticking out or anything, but it's like a heavy dislocation situation.
Okay.
Say that 10 times fast.
Heavy dislocation
Science.
situation. Couldn't say it once.
Ooh.
So clearly, like, there's been some force to the trauma here that's been experienced. You can also see that there's like a bit of a drag mark in blood near the desk, indicating that the desk has also been moved here. And in addition to that, you can see that the hands, while they are being burned by these cigarettes, it looks like it happened a while ago, possibly like sometime in the middle of the evening.
Okay.
By golly, there's been a murder.
All right.
Where?
You suspect
Hey,
foul
I've
play
always
could
wanted
be
to
a
say that,
suspect.
guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
So sorry,
Guys,
go on.
pay attention to me. I've just said something cool.
Good job, Rubes.
Yeah, that's right.
Emily, can you say that line again? Feed me that line again.
Which one?
The murder one.
By golly, there's been a murder. Thank
waiting
you
for you to
so
use
much.
that.
Do you
Okay.
know what? Fucking bucket list item right there.
Magic. Hey,
Alright.
Rubes, do you want to check out what's on the desk? Maybe see what's going on over there.
Yeah, sure. I can do that. I'm an Aries, if you didn't know. And I'm just going to move over and start shuffling through whatever might be there, see if I can find anything that says, "Dear investigators, I murdered this person."
Yeah, can you roll? Is it like a tools check here? What do you got here? You roll a repair check for us?
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. So that
Yeah, the closest thing to
I
it,
just
like,
roll a d20. Is that what I'm rolling?
two d20s, and you want lows.
D20. Okay. Am I just telling you what the lowest one is?
Both rolls.
Okay, the first one is a natural one.
Is it like 4 in a row?
And the second is an 18. So can we use that first one, please?
Okay, that was the wrong soundbite, but oh, it's still going. Stop. Turns out that was a lot of things. Sorry, 18 and 1, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to throw a complication in on the 18. The 1, you will also get what you want. Because we've also got some donations for that. So thank you for the donations on that. What I'm going to do here is...
Ruin my day? Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, pretty much. You see, you find a button under the desk, and it simply says "party time." And as you press it, you start getting stuck moving with the desk, and it starts dragging you and everything around the vicinity of yourself away from the center of the floor, now giving space to where this dead Dr. Dead's body is lying on the floor. but also the floor underneath starts to shift as well, and you can see like a colored LED-esque shifting panel of lights on a checkered floor, and the room starts to become a like multicolored fiasco of music, mostly EDM based, and
Great.
this light and a strobe light coming out of her cupboard, just starting to go like, and the whole room, as the door now starts to seal shut, has become
Bob
just
is
this,
living
like,
their best life.
it looks like though,
Bob is from the Jersey Shore, not from Frankston.
yeah. So like, what you're more or less, the room has locked itself, and now you're hearing as the strobe light is now pounding into your retinas.
Why, I do believe there's been a murder on the dance floor.
And just a little bit too long to lay. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a good time for that.
I tell you what, I can absolutely feel the groove though. I knew that old duck got down.
I feel like you can just also see like 3Meeple and NBC just like wheeling to the beat.
Yeah. The little Dashhound's like grooving away on the chair.
As entertaining as all this is though, I guess there has been a murder that we should probably try and solve.
It truly is on the dance floor. The irony.
Thoughts?
Something you can
I've got
also
my
note
cop
is-
glasses.
Sorry.
Oh shit. Clarky's getting serious. What's up, buddy?
Look, there are 2 dead bodies here, which will make a great lasagna. Just saying later on, if we're looking for parts, but we're clearly not. So, can we turn the music off? Because I can't really see very much with these sunglasses on in a dark room.
Yeah,
Yep.
with the strobe light on, you would be seriously just getting the on flash at
Yeah.
all with
Can't
just
see
the
anything.
sunnies on, right?
Mm.
So you've got like a delay of like 5 frames in your vision every blink.
Hey Rubes, how'd you start that shit? Do you want to turn it off maybe?
I'm gonna press the party time button again and see if that either A stops the party or B doubles the party.
Well, now that you've said that, you press the button again, and the floor opens up a second time. Except now it's like a cushioned floor now, but then like a red and purple light starts to like spin, and it's like a smooth jazz now starts playing.
Ooh, classy.
And from around the cupboards now some pillows start falling out and lining the areas quite nicely and very tastefully. The strobe light doesn't go away. That actually goes even harder right now. It's really, really going.
Well, this is all pretty ambitious for a 3. And Bob will hit the button again, hoping it all just turns off.
Hoping it all just turns off, you say. Okay, so the floor opens up. No. No,
3
it does
hours
close
later.
down this one.
Oh, we've been transported to the future yet again.
Yeah, 9 months hard cut, body rotten to the core. No. So the
Truly,
floor
so
does-
many babies with that smooth jazz as well.
Oh man, that's what all the cryopods are for. So you can the floor does close up, and you actually have to, now that you can see that how possibly the contortion has taken place. You can move the body out of the pincer of the floor, starting to shove everything forcefully back together. So you've at least worked out how the body got so messed up.
Okay, great. Now that's sorted, Julius, get an autopsy up here.
And I also just double check. Did I find anything on the desk that wasn't the button?
You find a list. You find like a shit list. A list of people
That have taken
that
shits?
are named.
Right.
That are named under like a big bunch of
Yeah, right. Cool.
yeah.
How many of us are on that list?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
is Peter on top of that list? If not,
Only
why not?
one of you's on the list.
Ooh,
Who is it?
Bob? Absolutely Bob.
It is Bob.
Yeah. See?
Bob
It
is on the
says
list.
Bob dash liar.
Ooh.
Oh, Bob, I think you're in a spot of trouble, my mate.
What do you mean?
You're on the shit list.
Yeah. Where were you last night at 3 a.m.?
I was holding your hair back while you were puking.
Okay. Where were you at 3:15 p.m. a.m.?
I was holding my own hair back while Jules was puking.
What
See?
about 3:30?
Great question. No idea.
So while this conversation's going on, there is a very thin, like a very fine red mist coming from behind you guys as
Just an
Julius
autopsy.
is performing an autopsy with this buzzsaw.
Is it just me, Bob, or do you really think they fancy a bacon sandwich about now? A sanger, I should say.
Yeah, it was a rough night last night. I could absolutely go.
Really clear the throat.
Bacon
Bloody Mary would
sanger.
be excellent. What's the name?
Oh shit! It's the alarm. It's the announcement sound. Shush.
Breakfast is now served. Bacon sandwiches are on the cafeteria floor.
And at that exact time, there'd be that crunching noises as Julius's two pinches like start to crack open this dude's chest cavity.
Just for future reference as well, Shep and Bob, I have the ultimate invention for you so that neither of you needs to hold each other's hair up. And I'm going to pull out my 6 bobby pins. And instead of using them for anything useful, I'm going to pin all of their hair back should they allow.
Bob will absolutely allow his hair to be touched.
Yeah, beautiful.
And we'll probably do one of these just so that like the muscles have to be caressed as that happens.
As Dr. Well, as Peter Russell Clark has the swept back, no hair, and a man bunch already in play.
I'm
Because
really
of the
just
chef.
securing what's already back. I'm reinforcing the stability of your hairstyle.
Thank you.
Science.
Let's discuss theories on the way to the cafeteria.
Yeah. So I reckon it was Julius that cut them up. So I think that's the mystery done. And they were crushed to death in doing Dancing to ABBA.
I don't know though, because like Bob's on the shit list, man. Like, what did
Bob
you
did it
do?
then.
That's only one
Okay,
of the names
easy.
on the shit list I might add. That's the only one we've read so
Oh
far.
yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah. Who else is on
Hey,
the shit
what other
list?
names are on that list?
Allow me to consult the page gods.
Okay,
and I look
so-
back down at the page.
You've got Dr. Kurt Michael,
Dr.
who's the
Cole.
one who informed you of the body. Well, informed you of something weird going on in number 4, and then you put him in bed with a pack of Winnie Blues.
As you're looking at the list, a kidney skids across the desk and it slides off.
Good.
Just on the ground. So, another name,
Expected.
Dr. Annie Cannon.
She always was a loose cannon.
Yeah, labeled mixologist.
Hey.
Mixologist / hot.
Okay.
Yeah. Specifically, like, underlined with 2 lines, hot.
I'm just gonna recreate that. Yeah, there you go.
There you go, cool. We've got Dr. Carl Saal Kagan,
Yep.
conspiracy theorist.
Oh my god. Tinfoil. Yeah.
We have Dr. Stevie Hawks,
Yep.
fucking menace.
Fucking menace.
Yep.
That specifically? Any underlines?
No, just fucking menace is what it says.
Also hot.
Yeah.
Sweaty, more like it.
We'll be the
Sweet.
judges of that,
Yeah.
or our D10 rolls will be.
We got
Yeah,
Dr.
we'll you and I, Promethean, will roll some dice.
We'll
Not
alternate.
publicly.
correct.
Yeah.
We got Dr. Kip Thorne,
Yeah.
Stargazer.
We'll get along famously.
Yep. And then Dr. Grassy Ass Nile Tyson. But the
Good.
it says grassy, and then it's got like the little the arrow to indicate like another word's been added, and in red she's written grassy So it's grassy up arse Nile Tyson.
Yep. Cool.
Monster fucker.
Monster fucker.
Yeah.
Also hot.
Monster fucker, comma, that's hot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so let me check my memory on this, which is like a fucking glove. We've got Kurt Michael, Dr. Annie Cannon, Dr. Sal Kagan, Dr. Stevie Hawks, Dr. Kip Thorne, and Dr. Niall Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all on the shit list along with me.
I mean, yeah, you too, buddy.
Yeah.
And then, on the flip side of it, there's Mad and there's Julius, Chef. Can't remember his name, Chef. And Ruby, you're not listed on either of these lists. Specifically not listed on either.
That's fine. I'm down.
So the other list is not the shit list. It's just another list.
It's just another list.
Yeah. Is there any pictures of a certain chair in this room?
Is any pictures of a chair in this room? As in, like
a certain chair that
a
is
specific
is
chair.
a-
That's
Leave
you all
Three
know
Meepian
and love?
alone.
What? Explain further.
He's just a small town chair.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I know the reference to the chair. It's like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a picture of the chair?
No, I'm looking for tracks in the blood that was here beforehand.
Oh,
count out
Oh,
suspect.
mate, the autopsy's
chair's
totally
the
fucked that up.
All right.
That's-
Some intestines.
roll me a perception.
Sure. Yes.
What does that mean?
Oh, there was actually a thing in perception. I thought that was a random Matt
Yeah, no,
comment
it's
that you
a
made me
core
roll
skill.
dice.
Yeah.
Okay, no, there we go. Sure. Oh, no, I'm really good at that. Oh no, I'm
Yes.
surprisingly good at that. 3 successes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can rule it off the list. There is no. Well, I mean, for now, you can rule it out that there are no bloody wheel tracks in this room.
Okay.
The chair is in the room with you.
Matt,
creating
has
new
the
ones.
Find Mr. Blood and Viscera left any, like we were looking for, you look for fingerprints in crime scenes. Has it created anything like body prints or anything else on that? Plot
Like a
line we can
blood
actually
black
use. A
line?
plot
Is that
hook.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm pretty sure we've got 6 of those. Let's go to the cafeteria and talk to anyone we see along the way with who might be on this shit list, maybe.
Okay, I think we'll need to arm ourselves though, because there's been a murder here.
Oh, it's fine. I've got this. Pulls out
Oh yeah.
gun
Just pulls out a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, and this.
Pull out my gun.
and he's batting.
Julius pulls out his hand grenade. I'm prepared.
Also, I've seen Rubes fuck some folk up, so I think we're good.
I'm going to take a stapler just in case.
All right,
Let's go to the cafeteria.
Let's go.
heading to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So,
Can we just change order? I think Dr. Ruby should go first because she's the only one not smeared in viscera or dance music.
Hey, I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Wait till we find the next corpse, then you're first in line.
next
Okay.
corpse.
It'll be yours if you're not careful, mate.
Yeah. Look. And that's why she kills me every time. It is the cutting humor and the way she's just stubbed cigarettes out of me.
Yeah, I do. In fact, then I take out my cigarette out of my mouth that's just been sitting there, and I just put it out on him.
Who? Chef Peter, can you roll? You roll for me. Another perception check.
Another perception check, sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm really good at this. I should do that more frequently. That's 2 successes.
You're looking at that cigarette that Ruby has, and nobody else has the Winnie Golds. other than one person that you were in the room of, who is now dead.
Carefully take that
So
evidence that's
nonchalantly, they light it. They've been taking a puff.
been. I would sidle over to Julius, but he's covered in just blood. Sidle over to Bob, who I don't know what flexing he's doing, but it's deeply impressive with all the rippling of those. Oh, look at that!
I think Bob will have like hit the button to get the music going, so he's probably just doing a little bit of a boogie on the way out.
Yeah. Show Bob the offending cigarette. Bob.
Oh no, mate, I'm trying to quit.
Over to Julius. Julius.
As it appears to be a cigarette.
Stick it by me. That's what you store evidence, right? Can we go to the cafeteria now? I'm hungry.
You certainly can. So, heading down to the cafeteria, you can reach the back end of breakfast. You know that they're pretty strict with their times. So when you're heading here, you're getting like the dregs of all of it. It's like the toast that's kind of cold now, or it's burnt if it comes out, and the bacon that, like, I'm just gonna say whatever version of bacon that you don't like is there, because it's such a hot button topic apparently between crispy and not crispy. Whatever version you don't like for breakfast is the version that's left over.
That's weird. There's
goddamn
liver
that,
on the
like-
menu. Weird.
No, today it's just bacon buddies. Everything is bacon buddies, bread, and tomato sauce.
Perfect. Bob will like grab a little plate of and just like scoop a bunch of heaps of like protein powder of some kind on top of it.
You can see pretty much every other major scientist in the vault here is eating or finishing up eating. You see you see Michael from earlier, and just completely Kurt Michael, I should say, completely hunched over the desk, just like mouth open on the side, like right cheek down, just shoving slowly this food into their face. Annie's over on another table. Everyone's quite slow this morning.
Perfect. Hey, maybe we should go have a chat with Kurt over there. See if he knows anything about our little mystery.
Maybe we should question you a little bit more. You're on the shit list, buddy.
Go for it. Let's do it at the same time, though. We've got a time window that we have to do this in. I feel like that's probably really important.
Maybe we should just gather them all in one room, lock the door, and like
This is a
Have
heap
that.
of...
Like a grenade
yeah.
in?
no.
Lock the door. That's a great idea. They won't be able to escape.
We're in a
Yeah.
vault. We can't escape. They're literally, that's why we're in a vault. We can't
No,
escape.
but let's build a smaller vault and let's get them all in there, and we'll.
Hey,
We'll
hey,
rest them
hey,
all.
Jules, do you want to do something about the cafeteria door, mate? Just trap everyone in here for a bit.
Certainly, I'd be more than happy to. And he'll float over or like grab like a broomstick or something and like jam it through so the door can't be opened. And then he'll turn around the entire room and hold up his whirling blood, the buzzsaw, which is like slick with blood that's still probably dripping on the floor, and go, "Attention, everybody! We'd like to ask you some questions about an unfortunate death in the other room." And
It's
to
being a fucking murder.
he'll actually then, in one of his little pincered arms, hold up the decapitated head of the person from the other room and go, as you can see here, this
Oh my
individual
God.
has been killed, and we need to find out who was responsible.
I'm looking at him. What the hell? What did you do?
No, it's
Immediate
perfectly fine, everybody.
Protect
Before
us.
I chopped the head off, they were
You
already
heard him
dead.
say it. He cut all the heads off.
I
Oh my
performed
God, the
an
Roman's going
extensive
crazy.
autopsy.
Everybody get run!
and discovered
I'm gonna at this point pull out my pistol, and I'm just gonna like, oi, shut the fuck up.
oh dear, I seem to have caused a small disturbance here.
Every
And I'll
scientist
Drop
scatters.
the head. I'll drop the head so it hits like the edge of a table
Yeah.
and sort of hits and spins, sending like a nice little arc of blood as it sort of splats into a wall and then rolls along.
My God, you had them all in one place. They scatter like ants, and everyone goes
Where they
into
gonna
every
go?
corridor imaginable.
They're
gonna
stuck in the
go?
cafeteria though, right? That was the purpose of sending Jules to fuck with the, like, lock them in.
Okay, well, they will go to the doors and start banging on them then. Just, let me out! Let me
okay.
out of the
So
room,
that-
kill
All
me
right,
here!
listen, fellow scientists, I would like to say something as the
Fellows.
fucking law in this place. I need
Can
everyone
you
to...
make a speech check, please?
I absolutely can, which happens to be one of my rad skills.
Ah.
So I just...
Can I give like the equivalent of like advantage or something on the roll? As he's saying he wants to do a speech by Jules holding up that grenade he's been carrying around for a while.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if you know what inspiration means, Hamish. I think you've literally the antithesis of what
Well, you know.
inspiration is.
I mean, people are probably going to be. I'm sure people will calm down when they see a grenade in a small enclosed space.
So
Go wrong.
you'd be using, according to my cheat sheet, you'd be using the assist major action, which is assisting a character with their next test. When they take their test and attempt it, you may roll a d20 using your own attribute plus skill target and add. So basically, it's like you're adding a dice to their pool, but you get the modifiers on the roll.
Excellent. So I'm actually really good at speech as well. So
Yeah, go for it.
So that's 5 successes, 1 in at 1
What?
on my rolls. I
5?
told you, it's one of my rad skills. It's not lying.
How did you roll 5 dice?
It's max 5 dice, right? For the did we not say you get an extra dice for when you got ranks and you tag things?
Sure.
Speech happens to be
Sure.
one of those, and it's
Sounds
maxed
right
out
to
at
me.
But
6.
I don't think it's an extra dice for every rank.
Oh, right, it's just one extra.
I think
dice.
it's just one.
Okay, great. I'll
Yeah.
re-roll those then. And another one for your assistance, was it? Or
And then I roll one
Sorry,
for my.
Oh, you roll one.
Ham will
Okay.
roll that one.
Yeah.
easy. Okay. Oh, that's
Oh
not
my
as
God.
So
Yeah.
I
No one
I
loves rules lawyers.
I got
For God's
an
use
sake.
8,
rules.
which is a success.
Yeah, 2 successes then.
2 success.
Mm-hmm.
And what? So, we didn't actually hear what you said. So, with 2 successes, what do you say?
I need everyone to calm down. As explained, there has in fact been a murder, and as the law of this vault, we will be asking everyone some questions to establish everyone's whereabouts and get to the bottom of this crime. I need everyone to...
You just saw them. They said they cut the head off the body. They did it. The robot Julius.
Listen, Kagan, I don't want to have to slap you again, buddy. I've told you once. I've told you 1,000
He's holding a
times.
grenade up behind you.
Look, we all know Jules can get a little bit out of control. It was
Yeah.
a big night for everybody. Right now, we're all just going to calm down, have a seat after our nice big morning feed. Maybe go do a couple of chin-ups if you need that to chill you out a bit.
Yeah.
We're going to sit everyone down in an orderly fashion and ask a few questions, okay? And if you don't like that, then I'm afraid we're going to have to assume that you do in fact have something to do with this nefarious murder.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Well, we will establish the facts of that, sir.
Oh,
Dr. Bob, if you want me to put him on the shit list, I'll do it.
shit
Keep that
list.
shit list ready, Ruby.
What's the shit list?
None of your
Oh,
business.
you don't want to be on the shit list.
That's
Well,
the
who is on
subject
shit
of...
list.
That's a subject of an ongoing investigation, and we will not be discussing that at this time.
Someone's going on the shit list.
Okay. Well, all right. Who is it a good thing to be on the shit list?
I guess we'll
Absolutely
find out.
fucking
You're
not.
first. Take a seat.
Fuck! I didn't even finish my bacon roll.
Bring it with you, you knob.
Yeah. All right.
Bring it with ya, you knob.
Yeah, doesn't get more rocker than that.
All right. Can I get that? Can you feed me that line one more time?
Bring it with you knob.
And with that, we're going to take a
Good
small
God.
break. So we'll be back in 5 or so minutes. Get a drink, go to the toilet, take your meds, do what you need, have a little mental recoup, and then we'll come back for more interrogation scenes. Now that we have a murder, a bunch of people who could have did it, and more drinking and winnies apparently. So. Yeah, then a lot of sunglasses, way more than I was expecting for 9 p.m. on a Friday night. But we'll be back soon. See you later, everyone.
Evening, fellow popsicles. It's your favorite announcer, Dr. Freeman Dyson. How are you all this evening? No, don't tell me because I honestly don't care. All right, but what we all do care about is this week's latest odds. So we got the book up and running. So get your bets in this week. And here we go. So Voyager returning at 1,600 to 1. Yeah, there's like no money on that at all. Deadly Space Fungus Meteor 600 to 1. And we got a couple of bucks thrown in on that one. Oh, good, brave. Kaiju, sorry, Dr. Grassi, Niles Tyson. You're sitting at 400 to 1, and I know that's your money sitting on that one. Cthulhu or some other fiery elder god returning to devour all of Earth is looking at 200 to 1, and we've got some takers on that. Interesting. So no future then, folks. Coming in at number 5, Zetans. Like, really? Zetans. 50 to 1. So there's a few bucks on that. Number 6, Chinese space explorers back from another dimension. This is having a late run, actually, coming in at 10 to 1. So we're thinking our communist enemies might have zipped over to another dimension there. And we're seeing about 600 bucks sitting on this one. So, it's dark horse. Maybe. Number 7, Moonvault returning. Yeah, this is kind of boring, but, makes a bit of sense. 5 to 2. And drum roll, please, everybody. Sitting in number 8, the most bet on possibility this week is the absolute boring Enclave supply pods or random space junk, sitting in at 2 to 1. So there you have it, folks. That's the current pool and the odds as they stand. And here you go. Have some more music.
I started blasting.
We are back. I don't know if that came through on the audio, but I hope it did.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Are we still only $90 away from the $1,000 mark? Oh, I think we are.
Indeed.
So, $90 to go until a digital copy of Fallout 4, thanks to Bethesda, can be won. I've played Fallout 4 quite a bit. It's a very fun game. That's a good one to win. We are back. Okay, players. What happened last time before the break, just before we took a little breather of our collective insanity?
Oh, we entirely forgot what we're doing here.
That's
We
why I'm
also
asking what happened
discovered
last
that
time.
we also discovered that Bob is a 5 out of 10 hotness.
And a liar, according to Dr. Dance, who is
Mm.
dead.
You're on the shit list,
Mysteriously.
buddy. There's a shit list, and there's quite a few people on it. In fact, we've locked them all in a room to investigate about the murder of a beloved companion.
Correct.
who-
Decapitated head of which is currently also lying in that room.
But also suspiciously had a party button in their office, which
I feel
like
like
Had multiple functions as
went
well.
from EDM to smooth jazz. Yeah, that's it. I think
Alright.
that's the important stuff, right?
Pretty much.
More or
We
less.
also discovered
yeah.
that there's a suspicious amount of sunglasses on this stream.
There is a suspicious amount of sunglasses on this stream. Okay. We have everybody trapped in the room. Everyone is freaked out. Actually, not as much anymore after Bob Norrison successfully calmed everyone down with their stern logic and high-pitched voice. So everyone starts to sit back down in their chair. Stevie wheels over and wants to more or less say, so are we all, is this like an interrogation or something? Like what's the,
How many times does he have to say it? Like, this
No.
is definitely an interrogation.
okay,
Who's
so
wearing
you
the
just
cop
said
hat,
yes,
buddy?
and you just said no, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay, well, potato, potato.
No, clearly that's a binary answer. It's yes or no. It's not the same thing.
Who's the real scientist here? I'm a scientist.
I'm specifically. You're a scientist. I'm a scientist. That's our job.
I'm a smarter scientist.
I'm starting to beg to differ.
Okay, well, I guess, you're begging to be wrong.
Listen,
Okay.
Stevie, I'm wearing the hat of law, mate. I'll ask the questions around here.
Okay.
Also,
can
what
can we make
smart
this quick?
person
I
is
really have
named
to get back to my
Stevie?
leading theories.
Yeah, excellent. Clarky, do you want to ask the questions, please? Oi, chef, that's you, bud.
Oh, right. Sorry. I was just getting my trust me, I'm certified badge.
Yeah, perfect. That'll help.
Okay.
So we're going to ask you
Velcro
three
wallet.
questions in rapid fire succession to work out if you murdered the head that Julius has just brought in and dropped on the floor. So
Okay.
where were you last night?
Oh.
Okay, that's guilty. Okay,
Well,
you got two
no,
more to
I
redeem
don't-
yourself. Otherwise, we're going to have to
I'm
go.
not a murderous person. Like I can't exactly make my way to a lot of the places. Like I have to take a lift everywhere. I'm not exactly able-bodied here. Like
Okay.
I specifically, I can get around with my chair, but I don't have the capability to go into the dance party room and party all night on the soft stuff. It's just not my jam.
Okay. You're 50-50 at this point in time. Second question. Yeah. Why were you on the shit list?
What do you mean the shit list? Is this shit list that is this the shit list that Kurt was talking about?
Yes, absolutely.
So what is this shit list?
Look,
It's a
we're
list
asking the
of shit
questions, not
people.
you. Yeah.
Congratulations on 1,000, by the way.
Woo! Target hits. Nice.
Target
Bam,
acquired.
bam, 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 bam.
I was gonna say, whoa.
Is that good enough?
That was
Oh.
EDM fucking done
that
done.
was weird. Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right. We'll get that draw going shortly, but shit list.
Shit list.
That's the thing you were talking about before with Kurt. Well, I guess we don't really get along. Like I thought they were pretty crass and they weren't in charge. They like to pretend they were.
Okay. So I'm
Like,
getting
they're
a
not
hint.
the overseer.
Yeah, but
So
you,
why should
you
I have to
seem
listen to them?
Whoa. Why wouldn't you listen to them?
Well, because they're not in the hierarchy. Like, they're the same rank as us, right? They don't have authority over us.
Yeah, but this is a democracy that's a dictatorship.
We
So
didn't vote for them. That was the other thing.
Hey, this is democracy fucking manifest right here.
Well, no one's eating a succulent Chinese meal as far as I'm concerned because we just ate bacon buddies.
what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it. They're delicious.
Are you a communist?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm a believer, though.
Hey, you know who didn't get to eat bacon buddies this morning? Dr. Dance. I had a really fun interaction with them about 9 months ago where they assigned me a task I didn't really want. So, there's one other thing I would like to know, I think, from you, Mr. Hawks, if that's even your real name.
It is.
What is your actual job here? What is it that you're investigating currently?
Well, and they start getting a bit cagey.
Oh.
I have speculative scientific theory.
Look to Julius. Does that mean anything, Julius?
Does that mean anything to me? No, I have no understanding of what this thing is saying. I'm more interested in using this grenade.
You'd roll a science check if you want.
Certainly. That will enable me to pay more attention rather than looking at the chat and being distracted. Science. Here we go.
Down, MVC.
So one of I get to roll. No, I only get to roll 2 dice. So one of them was not a success, but the other one was a 1.
Okay. You know that this kind of theory that they're talking about is more mythological science theory. Like, it doesn't get ruled out because it's really hard to prove, but you definitely have seen their works on the Cthulhu theorem.
The Cthulhu
Yeah.
theorem.
Yeah.
Or Cthulhu, if you prefer.
Yeah. Either.
I don't prefer that. No.
Oh.
I would do to a kind of a groovy beat.
Distracted right now. This is terrible.
Okay, hold on.
wasn't-
You're being
I wasn't-
cagey. I think you need to come out of your cage and you'll be doing just fine. It's going to be okay.
I just want it all. I just want everybody to know that I didn't do it. Look, if you need someone to talk to, Doc.
Go on. Tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I was leaving the dance hall to go work around 7 p.m. Dr. Dance calls the office the dance hall.
Don't get that.
And afterwards, it's the last I saw of them. I wanted to get some work done, but I was a bit buzzed, so I couldn't get much done. And then someone just kept feeding me alcohol, and it was fun and it was a good time. But
Can't feed someone alcohol. It's a liquid. You were drinking
Science.
it. If you were a true scientist, you would fucking know that.
some would consider beer to be bread in liquid form.
He's not wrong. That is an actual thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
More
like
science.
those people are a little bit cooked.
I think
Still not
last
wrong.
night we can all agree that we were all a little bit cooked.
That's right. Before you got cooked, what exactly were you doing in the dance hall? What were you discussing with Dr. Dance?
Well, they were trying to get me to dance, but I found it a little bit offensive because they gesture down to their wheelchair.
Don't leave town. We're going to question other people and
I
get back to
literally
you.
can't leave this room, and we're in a vault.
Don't leave the canteen. We'll get right back to you.
And no
Finish your bacon
fucking
sandwich.
bacon buddies for you. No bacon buddies.
I've already, guys. You know what? I hope this goes well, and I just hope that my theorem is at least somewhat true because
Wait, what?
You all need
Hold
it.
on. I feel that was an important point you neglected to tell us. What theorem?
it's to do with the work, right? You know, the
Yeah, the Cthulhu
theory.
shit.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
The Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
The Cthulhu?
You're not paying attention to what it is we actually do
not
around
Cthulhu,
here.
What, when, where, why, Cthulhu.
Boo-hoo?
I'll Cthulhu you in a second if you don't split it
Cthulhu.
out.
All right, go on then.
It's,
Give
it's
us
the
your-
why. It's why the world is the way it is.
Yeah,
And
why?
why we're all in here.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah,
It's
tell me
'cause,
why.
You know, the Great War was just the start of it.
Go on.
Well, it's like, you know, raining fire, horrific glory. You know, you want to be away from all of that.
You want to be away from raining fire and glory?
No, I want to be safe. I want to be safe. Make sure I'm on the right place, the right
Well, you know how
side.
you become safe?
Wait, so the apocalypse was called by a Kontiki party?
No, the apocalypse was the Great War. That's where all the bombs dropped. I'm talking about after that. I'm talking about very far after that. And it's been
Hold on.
nearly 200 years since the war?
Okay, spit it out. What are you doing? No more cryptic
Yeah.
shit.
Look, the last thing I need is Jesus running around the outback and then anyone killing him and having to deal with a bunch of irate IRL Christians again. People have moved beyond that as their beliefs. I've already been kicked out of the church once, and you don't know and can't fathom the will of Cthulhu. It's just not worth going into, okay? You just
I
need to
promise
trust
you,
the
I am
theorem, trust the
truly-
research.
I'm
and
not
trust-
even human. I can handle anything.
Wait, what? You're not human?
They lean forward and say some words that are incomprehensible to you, even as a machine.
Bob, did you know Ruby wasn't human?
Is there a saving throw kind of check I can do in this game?
Sure, make a roll dice.
I can just
Let's-
roll a number and like
Yeah, let's
just
make
go
a
with
sanity
endurance. Roll some endurance for us.
endurance. That's okay. Am I still rolling 2 of these?
Yeah.
Oh god, this dice hates me. Okay, so it's a 3 and an 18.
3 and an 18. I'm going to throw in a donation complication here with the 18 sitting there.
Uh-oh.
Your whole circuitry.
This is the second time this has happened.
Yeah. Your whole circuitry and sensors start frying themselves. You see symbols you've never even registered before in your databanks to be known to you, and they start burning their way through your hard drives and data storage. They are like
Julius.
imprinting themselves into your code.
Help.
Julius, is it me or is Ruby just real hot right now?
All
Yeah,
you
you
know,
can call me Ruby Smokes.
Ruby's
all you know
always
is
hot.
that there is an eternal ancient hunger looking, or could be looking, at you at all times now.
I don't mean to do any exposition, but there's some sort of eternal hunger looking at us always right now.
Specifically you, Ruby.
Specifically me, though. Not you guys. You guys are fine.
That definitely sounds like a programming fault. Hey, Jules, can you maybe like repair Rubes here?
No.
You saw it,
Wait.
didn't you, Ruby?
Don't make 3 Methian fuck up your dog.
You saw it. You saw them, didn't you?
Sure.
I know that look anywhere. They start smiling and they wheel back.
Yeah.
And they turn around and they start leaving.
Okay.
I say, I feel like we've kind of missed something very important that's going on here right now. And these words, this Cthulhu thing, maybe is of some high relevance.
That's
Okay.
just his pet
Easily
theory. You may have missed this at some point, but we all have a little pet theory on what it is that we've been studying in this vault. That is literally why we're here.
Well, look, this is very interesting, and I'd just like to point out that my programming currently is fucked, and therefore sometimes I won't comprehend things appropriately.
Yeah, that's fair and obvious. Hey, Clarky, do you want to make a note for the overseer maybe to put Stevie there back in cryo so we can get someone out here who isn't insane? Next!
Yeah. So Bob, I hate to tell you, but we have to interrogate you now.
What?
Well, you're on the list.
Yeah, you're on
I'm
the
wearing the
list.
hat, mate!
Oh,
That's
okay.
not
Yeah,
how
but
it
you're on the
works.
list.
No, that's okay. Sorry, the hat. I forgot about the hat. My apologies. Right, on to the
If-
next one on the list. That
Well,
makes
if I
perfect
may
sense.
interject, just-
The next person on the shit list would be, we could go with Annie.
Well, if I may just very quickly ask a question before we
Yeah.
continue with these strange interrogations, is it worthwhile seeing if anybody had a beef with Dr. Dance to start off with? Because that's maybe a more appropriate place for us to start.
What if they had a chicken instead?
No,
Or
no.
a chicken, whatever the colloquialism works.
Look, as a chef, you had his liver and a head, and it was a her because I'm good with anatomy too. So let's just leave that alone. And I'm going to sound like Michael Caine in a minute, and I don't know why.
So who? So who are we doing next then?
Okay, Annie, come on.
Come on.
Annie.
Yeah,
Alright.
number 2 on the list. Let's go ask them what their theories are. Can we calm down the people in the canteen, or are they just still panicking, Matt?
Everyone's more or less calm after Bob Norrison told him to basically sit down and shut up at that point.
Okay. Yeah. As a passing comment that's going in there, it's like I probably wouldn't pick up the ketchup.
Wait, say that again.
I wouldn't pick up any of the ketchup because it might be viscera from Doctor
Oh.
that we've dripped it round. So no condiments would be my advice, or sauces.
Okay, well, I don't usually mix sauces into the drinks.
No. I mean the bacon butties, you philistine.
Oh.
For the love of it all, get out. No, actually,
No,
I'm getting
actually,
out.
don't do that. Remain where you are for investigation
Stay
and
there.
interrogation,
Yeah,
please.
philistine.
Okay.
Up first, Annie, right?
Yes.
Great.
Excellent.
And
Are you okay?
we've
Just-
known each
just
other for
real
9
quick.
months.
That's
Just
correct.
real quick, Annie, we got some notes next to you. We've got just, Bob, for your knowledge, we've got mixologist and hot with 2 underlines on the shit list.
Shit list.
Oh yeah, your shit,
that-
mate.
That wouldn't happen to be Dance's list, would it?
Maybe.
What
That's
makes you
what
say
you
that?
Well, the shit we got into wasn't exactly bad.
Go
Wait,
on.
sorry, that was
Wait
a
a
euphemism. I don't
second.
understand. Could you explain that slowly with pictures?
You're going to need to put at least a couple triple quartz nucatinis in me to get that information out of me. I'm sorry.
I've got Julius, and he's got a chainsaw.
Also, we got Bob, and he's got muscles.
Yes, terrifying robot that clearly killed everyone. Okay, we saw each other for a
so
bit
let
and a
me
bit on
offer
and
up
off. Is
Bob
that
and
what you need?
muscles.
Is that what you need from me? With that, we saw each other for a bit.
Ah, I don't understand. Can
So you were
elaborate?
in fact involved with the deceased.
Well, not at the time. No, I mean, clearly I don't want them to have any harm come to them. So
Are you
at one
necrophiliac?
stage, yes,
that-
it was fun.
What
there was
happened between you two?
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why was it fun for a time and
And
not?
specifically, did anything happen that might make you a prime suspect in the murder of said individual?
Well, I mean, we got in a fight recently. I wanted to at least talk about taking it a little further, and then she lets me know that Dr. Kagan over there was the other one.
Wait.
That's no good.
No, I've
Yeah,
lost
they
all this
disappeared
completely.
last night for about 15 minutes, about 7 p.m. And, well,
Why do you know the exact time?
because I got my heart broken and I didn't really feel like doing anything else, so I left.
At exactly 7 p.m. at the same time that they left?
I mean, not exactly 7 p.m. Like, probably had another drink in me, drowned my sorrows a bit, and then, yeah, I was gone by 8 last time I saw them. I was drunk, dude.
Do you have anyone that can verify this story?
Do you remember seeing me? Because we had some pretty good conversations.
Did we? No, I don't. Because I
Then what do you
drank
think
a-
I'm doing then if you can't remember? I made the drinks.
Why do you think
It's
I'm
like a
asking
one for
the
you,
questions?
one for me situation.
This
I was
is why
fucked.
I'm asking. Okay, well, great. Maybe sometimes a robot needs a little bit of love too. All right?
Are you hitting on me? Is that what's going on?
Maybe I am. So what?
Well, I do need a rebound now. So how about
Okay,
later today?
great.
I'm pissed off.
How does 3 p.m. sound?
What time is it now?
I'm not the GM.
11:14.
11:40. Well, fuck, that was a late breakfast. All right, yeah, 3 p.m.
It's a
is good.
real big fucking night.
Okay, great. I will see you at then.
We'll see you at 3 p.m.
Okay,
Brilliant.
great.
Hey,
Fuck.
Emily, what did you roll for Dr. Annie, by the way?
10.
Excellent. Hey, Dr. Annie, if it's any consolation, I think Dr. Dance was punching way above their weight. I think for the time being we can clear you. I do have one final question. What is your personal theory on what is it you've been investigating on what it is?
Oh, you interested in the research?
I'm a scientist, of course.
I'm
well,
not really
I do
interested,
appreciate
but
that.
it feels like there's time. So just go on with it.
Well, I support the space vault theorem.
Go on.
Is that pole vaulting?
Space vault theorem. Well, oh my god, where's my notes? Okay, here it is. Well, that would be the people of the space vault, the 100. They're returning to Earth.
Oh yeah, I can see how that would make sense. That's a real interesting theory. Hey, seeing as how you're involved with it, do you happen to know what Dr. Dance's theory was?
Dr. Dance's theory, like, they're specific?
Yeah. You're off and on again. Surely that's be discussed.
I mean,
Need pillow
the
talk.
main thing I remember about them is they didn't really subscribe to any specific theory. They were like, they were the best of us, really. They cared about us. The theory was that us as the dwellers were the connected family. They didn't really prescribe to any extraneous outside. They were living here, worrying about now.
Look, that's a noble sentiment, but it's not very helpful for our
No,
purposes.
entirely not scientific, I know, and frankly ridiculous that one could call that a doctorate, but that's what they did.
Okay, great, thanks. I think this has been a very productive discussion. Sorry. Go for it, Clarky.
Yeah.
No. I was just saying, time is money, and I'm still not quite sure that Dr. Ruby's a robot.
I think they prefer the term synthetic.
That works too.
And then Ruby's now hitting on all the possible suspects. Is this part of a plan? Is this kind of good cop, bad cop, romantic cop?
No, look, we don't yuck people's yum here, mate.
Well, I thought Julius was going to cut them into small pieces afterwards. So it's good cop, bad cop, romantic cop, murderous, homicidal cop that cuts them into small pieces and blows them with a grenade.
In Julius's
I'm just trying to work
defense-
out my role here.
In Julius's defense, there was an autopsy. The individual was already dead, I think. Did we check?
No, this
Did
is
check,
correct.
right?
The person was most definitely dead when I performed the autopsy.
Excellent, thanks, Jules. All right, who's next?
Look, if you're looking for people to talk about Michael Shady, I've never really liked him.
I don't know if
Hangs
he's on
around
the
the
list.
bar. They were having a fling. I just don't
With
trust
who?
the guy.
Well, who's everything with? Can I have a chart? I've lost track already. There's a lot of
Dr.
sexual,
Kurt Michael.
lots of sexual energy here.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find a wall in the
Yep.
vault, and we're gonna start writing a map
Okay.
that just shows all of the exploitations.
The
So
menu
you'll notice-
board in the cafeteria, just
you'll
like
s-
rub off everything that's there.
I was going to say, you'll see that Professor Julius is already doing that.
Perfect.
He's using the blood from the head on the
Perfect.
wall to kind of like scribe some stuff with one of the pinch hands.
Can you put symbols of who was seeing who at what time? Because I'm losing track. And why is that streaking? Can you not get a better marker?
I'm sorry, but the blood is still quite runny and will hopefully dry very soon.
Okay.
Have a lovely day.
Number 3 on the list.
All right,
Number 3 on the list is.
let's go with Kurt then. Kurt
Yeah,
Michael.
I mean, we kind of skipped him, so yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Clarky, do you have some rapport with Kurt Michael after your investigation of his vomit earlier today? Would you like to take the lead on this one, please?
I'd love to.
Thanks.
Can't really remember punters. I mean, literally, I'm kind of more back of house rather than front of house, but let's go and find him. Hello?
Hey. He's still clearly drunk.
Yeah, it's okay. Sit him down, put a towel behind the back of his head,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Hey,
say,
Chef.
okay, breathe in, and then tell us why you murdered the doctor.
What?
Perfect.
I hear you say, I murdered that pussy, y'all. If that's what you're talking about.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, so can we hold on a second?
He's gone.
It's just disappeared. Hold on a second. So everybody in this vault's getting some, and I'm not, is what I'm getting here, right?
Huh?
It's the hat.
Hey, Mr. Mike, what? Hold on.
Anyway, so back to that thing. So you murdered the doctor because of your strange theories. What's your strange theory?
You know I did. Oh.
Oh no, clearly I didn't. Otherwise, I won't be asking you this question now.
Julius will float over beside the chef and go, I do believe he's saying that he had sexual intercourse with her. Just to clarify.
The big dildo, Silver Noses.
Okay. Okay. I feel that Julius, can you get the board back? Because I think we need to make more notes.
Rolls a bit.
Hey, you
Right.
know what you remind me of? It's like
No. Don't vomit me. Don't vomit me. Don't vomit me.
I don't know where the beer's coming from.
Hey, Kurt.
Okay, where did the beers come from?
Kurt.
Space.
From
Because of space.
Hey, Kurt. My
Basically.
guy. How you
Yeah,
doing?
Like everything.
Hey, you know, if I had to put you on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say you're an 8. And for that reason, allow me to introduce you to my friend, Dr. Bob.
G'day.
Just in case, you know, you're looking to murder something else later.
Yeah.
Who are you high-fiving?
I cannot in
Whoever
good
wants it,
conscience.
mate.
I cannot in good conscience hit that.
I mean, you can at about 3 p.m. when he's sobered up.
Was that at 3 p.m.?
like Julius, is this some sort of interplay that I'm missing here? No? Is this banter that they've got going on? Is this how the peoples work their magic?
Julius, that's you.
I have absolutely no idea what's really being talked about here at the moment. My concern is more about identifying who the murderer is.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should start
Sorry,
asking
Hey,
more relevant
you know what I
questions.
did.
No, different kind of murder, Kurt.
Oh, come on.
Are
Sorry.
you aware that your love interest was, in fact, found deceased earlier this morning?
What?
Yeah, dead. Departed. Gone.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I told you guys about.
Yeah, you did. That's right. How did you...
That was today?
Yeah. How did you come to be aware of this fact?
I went to go say hey, because we had a good time last night, and then I was just sleeping. I kicked her a little bit. I went, oh fuck, she's dead, and I got real sad.
Very good. Does anyone have any
Now
other
you're sad
questions
again.
for Kurt? Yes, Clark.
Oh yeah, sorry, don't have to put Adam. Look, hold on, glasses on. What's your theory on what really happened?
You mean
Anyway,
like
what your
with
thesis?
her?
It's a thesis thing. What were you writing your thesis on?
I already said it comes to space, like all the beer, everything.
Space
Yeah.
beer.
Space beer.
Like no, like the stuff. I mean, the stuff, like the food and everything.
Okay.
Like it's
I think-
all stored up there.
I think
You're aware that we have food stored in this very vault.
No,
Yes?
fucking like when it runs, how you think we get more?
I don't believe that we do.
We get more. Comes from space.
That's a cool
Yeah.
theory, bro.
Well, I staked a lot of research on that, so thank you for the confidence.
I'm glad so many of our resources went into that research.
We should really have a grant system around here. Anyway, that's been fascinating, and you're still a suspect because you did admit to murdering something earlier on. So we've got an eye on you. We're going now to see someone else.
I reckon next on the shit list. So we've done Bob, we've done Kurt, Annie, Carl. Carl is next, I believe. Who was the conspiracy theorist? About a 3 out of 10 if you would put him on a scale of 100.
Dr. Sal, I believe. Dr. Sal Kagan, you little shit, get over here.
Dr. Sal Kagan.
Or is it Dr.
Okay,
Carl?
same.
Yeah,
I
same,
thought
same,
it was
same,
Carl.
but different. It's
It
fine.
was Carl, but I mean, yeah, we'll go with both.
Whatever
Yeah.
your name is, you mouthy shit, get back over here.
Yeah,
Potato,
if not
potato.
Dr. Julius can pick up the conversation again, can't you, Dr. Julius? Beijing Dr. Julius.
It's actually Professor Julius. We ascertained earlier that I am, in fact, not a doctor. I just have medical skills.
But okay, I'm going to argue, but not at the moment because Matt's found the piece. So let's go.
I have found the piece.
See, I believe in you. Hello, we're the police.
I'm very familiar that you are police, yes? You are interrogating everyone that, yes, certified police and fresh on Rotten Tomato, I get it.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, Julius, can you take this, please? I can't stand to be around him.
I don't like you either too, fucko, so what's up?
Listen, mate, I fucking warn you.
Oh, mate, I'll mess your shit up.
Oh, gonna go angrily pump some weights while
good.
the
You
conversation
go do that big muscle, small brain, go.
pumps
fuck off.
faster.
Yeah, good. Yes. So what do you want?
Well, I do believe we're trying to work out who murdered the
Dead lady.
lady. Yes.
Someone.
Well, that sounds like a very astute observation, but we're wanting
Yes.
to be slightly more accurate about our
I'm sold on
assumptions.
this. I'm sold on this. I reckon we've I think we can move on.
Yes, no, I like her laugh. And she had surprising stamina.
Surprising stamina, what do you mean by that?
You know, for old lady, she had good cardio.
Well, I must admit that when I cut her open for the autopsy, her heart was in fine condition. But
Yes.
still, I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to here.
Oh,
Did you, however, have a reason to want to kill this poor woman?
not off the top of my head, no. The other lady that they were seeing, I did not like them, but I won in the end. So, yes, no, I think the hawk is involved, if anything. But you know, anyone who believe in elder god also stupid. So,
your thick accent is quite difficult to understand.
Yes.
Could you simplify down what your irrational theory is and
He
what you're
he
doing
reckons
science on?
Stevie is the
Oh.
guy.
No, Z10 invasion coming is what's coming. You
What?
know, back for another go.
No, that's MVC that's coming. What? Sorry.
No, Z10, alien.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There seems to be a lot of coming and going in this place.
Yes, there was last night.
completely
Yes.
uncommon.
No, it's like a light abduction, the camera in butthole, you know, this stuff.
Oh, so what you're referring to is alien presences on this very planet?
Yes, the Z10.
The Zetan. I have some small amount of knowledge about that. However, most of it has been destroyed in previous accidents to my hardware.
Well, my research is in my apartment. I, you know, is fairly artfully managed. So, you know, I make a little collage, make a little mood board of the whole thing. It looks very nice, and it also functions as scientific theorem.
Thank you for invasion of the Tim Tams. We'll get right back to you.
Z-Tam.
Who's next on the list?
Zeatan.
Congratulations, spelling is fun. Hey, next is the Stargazer.
I don't have time for this shit.
And we go and pick up Bob. Bob, this is on you now because we've done most of the heavy lifting, and heavy lifting is a figurative term because I don't really work out, but I do judo and karate. I've just looked at my character sheet.
That's
He knows his
impressive.
judo well. Next is Kip.
Bob, it's you. Bring it. Bring the Bob.
Kip Thorne. Your turn, please.
Sorry, just finding it. Can you roleplay as much stealth for a bit?
Yeah, wow, this is going. Hey, Bob,
So, yeah.
how many of us do you reckon you can lift at one time?
I'm pretty sure all of you except for maybe Julius. I suspect his machinery is quite heavy.
Okay, well, hold on. How about you try and lift Chef first?
All
We'll
right.
see if you can do that.
Absolutely. And
Get your filthy hands off me.
oh, of course. Can I conduct this investigation of how many of you I can lift with your consent, please?
Sure.
Oh,
That was
look, we're here.
actually a question for Clarky.
Yeah, you can't answer for me, Dr. Ruby.
Well, I didn't. You stayed fucking silent. How am I supposed to know who Bob's
Because I was about to
referring
ask Professor Julius, I mean, if he's the only one that is in a monogamous relationship.
Oh, hey, question. While you were talking to that absolute dickhead, what questions did you ask about their possible involvement in the murder?
I simply asked them if they had murdered the person and they said no, which seemed accurate to me.
Technically, they said yes.
Seem legitimate, really.
Great. I'm so glad I deputized even the three of you.
Deputated times.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but deputated is actually not a word.
How about depreciated?
Julius, I did a PhD once in etymology, and as it turns out, common usage makes words. If it takes off, it takes off, and then it's a thing.
Well, I can certainly tell you right now that it's not going to take off because it was a stupid usage of it.
Mate, I know where the EMP machine is. I will fuck you up if I have to. Who are we talking to?
Shall we talk to Mr.
Dr. Thorne?
I'm gonna elbow Chef in the meantime and be like, "Hey, man, $10 on the robot."
What? You dating the robot or Bob dating the robot? I'm a bit confused now. There's a lot of energy in the room.
Nothing to do with-
I'll float over to Kip Thorne and go, so, it was Kip's mail, isn't it?
I'm here. Yeah.
Hello, Kip. I would
Hello.
just like to ask whether or not you were the person who, in fact, murdered Dr. Dance.
Not that I can remember last night, but I know she nearly murdered me in the past.
Well, that sounds very interesting. Would you like to please explain yourself further for us?
No, I've said too much. I'm sorry. No, please ask me about the other questions.
No, I would like to insist that you please tell us more. And the little buzzsaw will come up.
Can you roll a melee weapons check as an intimidation factor?
And Bob will assist that with his baton and just kind of slam it on the table. Oh, fuck, I see you've already chosen bad cop. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, okay, so no, that now there's 2 weapons out. I'm pulling out my pistol and once again.
Oh god, look at that. No, so I failed on both of my rolls.
You failed both?
Failed both.
Oh, and I get to roll though too. And that's a nat 1.
I know there's a donation complication. I'm going to use it.
Yeah, bring it on.
That's fair.
What weapon did you put on the
Shut
table?
his head off.
Who's slamming shit on the table?
Bob slamming a baton. I believe Ruby
I'm pulling
took
out
out-
a pistol.
pulled out some heat.
Jesus, which
Did you roll, Ruby? Did you fail as well?
Would you like me to roll?
Always.
No, I will have Ham's fail count for the complication.
Yeah,
as you
fabulous.
all have failed this. The gun goes off.
Dude, that wasn't meant to
Straight into the
happen.
Ow! Oh!
Well, my dude, it appears you are bleeding out. I guess you better answer as you're dying.
No! Oh.
I am more than happy to provide medical attention to you once you tell me what you were talking about before.
My chest hurts.
I'm sure that's usually rather traumatic impact of the bullet that hit you. Now, once again,
You're killing me.
well, if you just tell us what we'd like to know, I'm happy to provide you with medical attention.
Oh yes, please help me.
Hey, Julius, if I blow
I'm
another hole in
bleeding.
it, you might be able to fit a grenade in
I'm
there.
gonna die.
Well,
Bob?
Ruby,
Bob,
Oh, Julius, maybe could you prevent this individual from actually perspiring, please?
Is this what death's like?
well, looking at him right now, he doesn't appear to be perspiring at all.
Sure. It'll take off. What I meant was dying.
Oh, you would like me to provide him with medical attention?
Please, Jules, mate. That'd be great.
Well, but don't we need to get information from him in regards to what we're trying to
Why are you
ascertain?
having
He-
everything
he
just being
basically-
shot?
He please be
Why are you
bleeding out.
talking about this? It's straight in front of me.
Excuse
see
me,
it
sorry,
inside
Kip,
of my
but I'm trying to have a
body.
conversation with Dr. Norrison. If you could just please die more quietly until we
Oh, I don't
ascertain
want to
what to do
die at
next.
all.
Shit. And Bob will
Look at
take a stim
that.
pack and smack that into
Do you
Miss
see
Dr.
that?
Thorne.
It's like a hole.
You'll be right, mate. This'll fix you. Get a stim pack up you. Shh.
Get a stim pack up here.
isn't that medically inappropriate?
You shove the stim pack straight in the bullet wound. He's like, ah! Ow!
Oh, look, I did do the good cop thing after all. Oh,
Ah. I
Wait,
saw the
which one
other
was the
side.
horny cop? I lost track of that one.
Oh my god.
100% Ruby.
Because she shot him.
She stabbed me because I just wanted a taste of the Nuka-Cola quartz she had. That's it. That's all I wanted. That's all. And she shanked me over it.
That
I'm
seems
glad
like
she's dead.
that
I
seems like
argued with her all the time.
does seem like a bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, I thought so too. I got a stab wound on my left, and now a bullet wound in. I'm sorry for swearing.
That's
I got
all
a
right,
bullet
mate.
wound in my chest.
Listen, chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever. You'll be fine.
Adds character.
So just need to stop the conversation for a second because I just need to confirm my colleagues. What's the hotness rating on the murder victim? Sorry, I just want to make sure that
I don't know. What did we roll? I forget.
I thought
A
I was quite
3.
high on Dr. Dance. Oh,
No, it was absolutely a 3.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Well,
Wow.
we would normally care about you, but
Ah.
anyway, before you don't die, because Dr. Bob Norris has come to your aid at this terrifying moment to bring you back from the brink of death, which was we don't know how that happened. And the fact Ruby's gun's still smoking is just part of her charm. Can you
What gun? No, put it away.
Yeah. Can you tell us what your theorem is on what's going on here? Because
What does that have to do with the murder and you shooting me?
well, look, how many other people you slept with?
Get around.
What? But you're a free.
Just because you don't have
No,
the looks
dude.
doesn't mean you can't get it on.
But you're still a three.
Also, three's
Oh,
gotta
this
get some
guy-
love
this
with
guy
other
is a
threes, you
fool.
know?
Oh.
guy's
Doesn't
a
mean I
fool.
have no drive. It just means I'm a 3.
Anyway, back to more important points. How many people
You
have you
asked.
slept with?
Hmm?
Okay, no, sorry. Sorry. What was your theorem? Sorry.
Oh, look, if you have to know, it's the space anomaly explorers.
Well, it's great because Dr. Ruby is actually a professor in that, so she can explain that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Well, go on. Maybe we could compare notes.
Yeah, okay. Well, when Mercury's in retrograde and Scorpio is rising.
No, it's not that one. I'm listening.
What do you mean? That's it. That's a theory. When
Mercury
Mercury
is
is in
in
retrograde
retrograde?
and Scorpio is rising, then so does the tension. And as
Why
Nelly
are
says,
scorpions
it's hot in
flying?
here.
Okay, no, I think we're on different theory wavelengths. I'm talking about the Chinese space explorers who disappeared in 2055, before the war started, who entered a space anomaly and only have just returned to Earth now.
I don't think they've actually returned, have they? Isn't that part of the theory? I could be wrong, but I do remember.
That's what I want to find out. It's a theory.
Okay, great. How would one research that kind of thing?
Well, you make it up and then you postulate and think about it. It's like a philosophical theorem.
So no actual
Prove yourself
evidence.
right or wrong.
Well, I mean, we've been in a vault for like how long? I think everything is just a theory until we go out there.
Damn it, man, we're scientists.
Well, yeah, and everything's a theory until proven, and then you change that theory based on your observations.
But what exactly have you observed?
Well, I'm still in the hypothesis stage, obviously.
That sounds pretty lame. Old mate over there was talking
Yeah, well,
about.
you pump your muscles and everybody can hear it.
Okay, well, great.
I feel
Yeah,
it's
the
getting a
noise
bit
he makes when he
personal.
grunts. It's like a sheep dying.
Look,
Hey, I do have an important question for you, Dr. Kip Thorne.
Hmm?
What are you doing at 3 p.m.?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I got no plans. I was probably gonna get back onto my research and write some stuff.
Well, I know someone who wants to see you, and their name is Annie. And if you could,
Annie?
yeah,
What's Annie want with me?
I guess you'll have to show up at 3 p.m. to find out.
Oh, she's always so non-specific. All right, well, she better make it quick.
Yeah, well, about 3 minutes is what I hypothesize.
That's a
I
good
feel
short
like-
meeting. I like that.
I feel like this might be an opportune time for us to move on to the next person in our investigations. I believe it's Mr. Gracias
Gracias.
Style Tyson.
Gracias. Yes, I forgot about him. He's written
Don't
down
give
on here.
me-
Like that is not a made-up character.
If you don't
Uh,
give me the thickest Italian accent, then I don't want to hear it.
I will not be doing that.
But
How
gracias.
do they sound?
Welsh.
No,
They
I was
sound-
trying
Wow.
to think of
So
the
cruel.
the parody name's real person voice, but
No, you got to do your
I don't know how to
best
do it.
Promethean impression.
Wow.
Continue the trend.
Promethean,
Yeah,
give me
he-
some voice lines. What you got?
He's literally just a dude.
He's literally just a dude. Okay, cool. I'm there.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
You may be. Fuck. You may be aware of a murder that occurred.
Yeah, I'm aware of a murder.
Yeah, great. Fucking. I did actually have a question. Oh, right. So the suspect. No, not the suspect. The victim. Oh, sorry. Something
You're talking
about the
about a
fact
murder.
that you're a
That's-
2 has me
you're
in a bit of a
laughing a lot.
tizzy. The victim of this murder kept a shit list, and your name was on it. Are you aware of that?
I'm pretty aware of it. Yes.
Are you aware of your designation on this shit list?
I've only really heard of it.
They did in fact have you listed as a monster fucker.
Yep. Are they referring to my theory?
We hope so.
You tell me.
We hope so.
Extrapolate.
Kaiju. There's an A in it. Kaiju.
Right.
Good.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Let me find the theory now. Mothra, King, Ghidorah, Des Ghidorah, Gigan, Megalon, Rodan. Those. Kaiju.
And I take it, if presented with any of these monsters based on the evidence that we have so far, that you would, in fact, choose to fuck these monsters.
That is not part of the theory.
You haven't answered the question.
That is not part of the theory.
It's a simple question.
It
Just
is not
cradle
part of the
kiss.
theory.
Pick one.
I don't need to take this.
Yes, the empty chair.
Look, that all seems perfectly fair. I think we can maybe rule them out as the suspect.
Just in the interim, so what are we trying to solve again? Is it the dating pool and trying to work out who hasn't seen who at the moment? Because I'm very confused about what's going on. I'm sure there was a murder at some point in time.
We're still trying to work out who was responsible for the death of Dr. Dance. However, I
Keep
feel
me
that
out.
our investigations have gone really nowhere, and our approach to doing this has been really quite poor.
Did anyone do a toxicity report on their blood or their body?
I've cracked the case.
I'm pretty sure Jules would have done that as part of the autopsy, right?
Absolutely. When I was making sure I was doing some clean dissections, I absolutely did a high toxicity report on what was in their system at this point in time. And in fact, the results seem to be coming through right
Can you roll a medicine check?
now. Yeah, like where Julius's ass would be, there's just like a little paper dispenser.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh. Okay, one was almost a critical fail, but the other one was a 1.
Sorry, a critical. Okay. It looks like high levels of toxicity and poison in their blood.
Well,
so natural death.
It does appear that Dr. Dance was in fact poisoned.
Okay, hear me out. I've cracked the case. Now,
Go on, Dr. Ruby. We
Jeff,
believe in
I
you.
know you and I don't always see eye to eye, but I think this is something we can agree on 100%. Out of the suspects we have spoken to today, there is one suspect that just seems more sus than the rest. And they've been right under our noses all along. It's Dr. Bob.
Fuck off, mate.
I didn't have my sunglasses on. Say it again.
It's Dr. Bob.
Well, to be fair, Dr. Bob is someone that we haven't questioned at this point in time.
And also, Dr. Bob has spent way too long trying to investigate other people instead of complying with this investigation. Also, Dr. Bob approached the body before anyone else and knew that they were dead, only seeing but a cigarette.
Oh, that's it? Okay, sweet.
Oh, yeah, sorry, there we go. I'm not a medical man. I'm not a man of science. Actually, I don't think I cleared TAFE, but I did have a TV show for a short time. So, Professor Julius.
Yes. How can I be of assistance?
Can you mathematically calculate the hypotheses of a longitudinal triangle and work out if he's the guilty one or not?
Absolutely,
Alternatively,
I can.
could you drain some blood and find out whether it's guilty blood?
Can you
Well-
shoot Bob and we can get blood that way? Because that's what we were doing so far, right?
Yeah, cool. I pull out my
No,
gun.
don't do that. That was a joke. That was like, haha, haha. No.
Or
no.
alternatively, we could just approach him and question him like the other suspects.
I
Okay.
am
That what
actually
is being
right fucking here.
discussed is rather dramatic until we know more information.
Okay, I'll put my glasses back on and question Bob. Just tell me when he's not looking at us. So I can put my glasses on so he doesn't see me put them on.
Hey, Bob.
Well, that's
Hello.
pretty smooth. Well done. Hi.
We're investigators, and it's your go, Julius. I've had enough of this because I bet he slept with more people than the rest of them.
Ah, very well. Well, Dr. Bob, we'd like to ask you some questions in relation to the murder of Dr. Dance. Can you tell us where you were last night?
Again, yep, I was partying pretty hard with all of you through most stages of the evening.
Well, that's an interesting point to make. Dr. Ruby, do you recall Dr. Bob partying with you last night?
No.
Julius will turn to like all of the other suspects and go, for the rest of you gathered here, has anybody seen Dr. Bob partying with them last night, as he has stated here now?
No, I don't think so. No, Bob, where were you at 8 p.m. last night?
At 8 p.m.,
Yes.
I was either on duty doing
So
my.
how are you so bad in memory if you were on shift?
Do you not remember how fucked up literally every person in this vault got within the last 12 hours?
Yes, well,
Well,
part of
at
my
8
question was I
PM,
don't
I can-
also remember.
At 8 p.m., I can tell you exactly where Chef was, and that was vomiting in the bathroom. Julius was like up in the corner cutting some shit up. Where were you?
Me?
Well,
No,
I-
not
I-
you. Bob. Bob's
was
the
I
real
not
suspect.
was I not with you?
No.
Shit. Well, that
I
seems
think
to
we
be
all know who
inconvenient.
the person is then. I think we have found our poopy man.
All right, fucking listen. And Bob's gonna take the rabbit off of his cop hat, and then just kind of squeak the head off of it. Does that happen? I don't want to break it if it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But he'll like pull a pin on the rabbit, and the rabbit is in fact a grenade. Listen,
Oh.
I didn't fucking murder Dr. Dance, but I will blow up every single bastard in this cafeteria if I have to.
Holy shit,
Hold
he's
on.
mad.
Hold on.
He thinks that small toy is a bomb.
No. Hold on. Who have you slept with, Bob?
Me?
No, Bob. You're not Bob. Are you Bob? Have you become Bob?
No, I
Why are you
forget
trying to
who's
pretend to be
talking.
Bob? You've got a strange accent. Bob, let's de-escalate a moment. Who are you sleeping with?
I'm
And
not
why?
sleeping with anyone. I have.
Everybody's sleeping with someone in this vault.
Well,
That's
not
the whole
bloody everyone,
point.
all right? Some of us need assistance to get
It's
the.
the drinking at fucking vault.
Listen, some of us need assistance to get the sweet muscles that we got and have some fucking confidence issues about the results of the assistance that they acquire, all right?
He's fucking the supplements. I knew it.
Not exactly.
You like protein whey powder, don't you? You like it in the big tub? The chocolate whey is the best for you? Is that what's going on?
That is actually the best.
I
Not
know it. No one can ever resist the chocolate whey.
it's pretty good.
Oh,
Put it in their coffee every morning.
technically
could-
speaking,
Bob,
as a
could you
chef,
just-
That's gross.
Oh, could you just pop that pin back in for one moment, just while we, let's.
Not until I'm confident that you lot are going to calm down and we're going to
I
get to the
think you're
truth
the
of
only
this
one that's not
investigation.
calm. It's cool
What do
if
you
he killed
mean?
her.
I think it's
It's
because
cool
he's
if he
all
killed
pent
her.
up more than anything.
well,
Yeah.
you're the only one with a grenade at the moment, Bob. I mean, Julius hasn't pulled a grenade out.
But the arm
Come on,
that's managing to
Julius.
lift up his grenade slowly lowers again.
See? So here's the thing, Bob. Can I call you Bob or can I call you obviously not the next suspect? Because you're acting in a peculiar manner. And as someone that has no medical, scientific, or actual real training in this at all, I can make a souffle. And I can tell you, protein from a powder isn't better than eating the real source. Now, if you eat the doctor, that would give you a great deal of protein. But that's me going off on a tangent.
Can I just, while you're tangenting there, ask you, Matt, in that blood sample that I did, was there trace elements of chocolate whey powder?
There was not.
Okay.
The last things that were ingested were, I think, just give me a sec while I find it. You keep arguing amongst yourselves.
Okay.
All right, I tell you what, I'm going to put the pin back in this grenade. All right,
Okay.
and I'm going to apologize for my behavior. The truth is, I have issues with being threatened. Like, I don't have a problem with predators, but I don't necessarily like being prey, okay?
You know what you should... No. So I'm understanding what you're saying. I think now is probably the perfect time for you to have a comfort break. Dr. Professor Julius, do you have something that Bob could kind of caress?
Well, in fact, I'm well aware that Nigel Vincent Cornwell is quite good at ensuring that people feel more relaxed. NVC, come! And NVC will, Nigel Vincent Cornwell will trot up to Julius and go, Nigel Vincent Cornwell, can you please mount Dr. Norrison? And Nigel Vincent Cornwell will run up to you and put his little paws up on you like he's trying to kind of climb up on you.
Oh, hey, little buddy, that does actually calm me down quite a bit. Hey, I never noticed, but up close, this is the Method model? That's incredible. Where'd you get one of those?
As I guess that's happening, 3Methian's 69 pro gaming chair will just sadly squeak off as NVC is no longer mounting them.
All right, I got the info now.
Thank God for that.
I was waiting for a nice point to go in,
in,
but it was so good that I just had to let you keep going. So the last thing that completely agitated the stomach, other than the things that are kind of always ever present in their blood, like the alcohol and the beer, it looks like they had drank a bottle of some kind of drink made with Nuka-Cola in it.
It appears that the data is now available, and it would seem that Dr. Dance did in fact drink something that had Nuka-Cola in it. I believe one of our suspects might have also mentioned this particular beverage.
That's right. Did anyone happen to take any notes about the things that people said that might tell us which one of those people that was?
No.
Excellent.
No.
I'm sorry, that does not compute.
Brilliant.
It tests positive for a poison called 1080.
Fuck.
Is that something to do with rubber duckies? I'm confused now. What?
Perhaps Julius or Rubes, our synthetic friends here, might be able to perform some kind of spectrum analysis. Fuck it, we're scientists in a vault, literally doing science. I'm pretty sure we could do spectrum analysis on people's skin shedding.
Oh yeah, I got a machine I can wheel out right now. Yeah,
I got a
Let's do
better
it.
idea. Let's speed run this. All of our suspects are in one room.
yeah.
I'm
We
gonna
have
be
been the
like,
whole day. We haven't left this whole room.
shh, you can't hear this.
What? Okay, I'm going to get a machine now.
And then I, after a moment also where I just let silence linger, I go, the Nuka-Cola supply is low. I have but one can left. Who deserves it the most? And I look for the most enthusiastic respondent.
Annie is quite enthusiastic, and she's like, "Oh, I can make a drink out of that. Like, that's my job." Well, apart from being a scientist.
Yes, that was... See, I did pay attention, but I got lost in the sex thing that was going on. She's a mixologist. See? No notes. That really hurt. I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, look, I didn't do it. I made a drink for
For
Dance.
who? For who? Who asked you to make that drink?
Well, Dance did.
Who provided you with the beverages that you made the drink from?
Same place I always get them, from the stocks.
Who runs the stocks?
The Everyone. I mean, it's our supply of goods. It's like the food and the drinks that
Yeah,
are
but
supplied
who's
for
like
us.
who's like the supply master?
I mean, me or the chef would be in control of the food, but like anybody who consumes the food. I mean, like what a Vault Tech? You asking me if Vault Tech?
I've got it.
Don't think in this particular version of the universe that's the name of the corporation, but that's neither here nor there.
That's fair enough.
It's-
Sorry, go Rubes.
The killer is not in fact Bob. The killer is Chef.
Chef, you son of a bitch, I knew it.
I think that was more a job description rather than me. And
Well-
again, my name isn't actually Chef. I'm a chef, not chef. Otherwise,
you are
I'd be
the
Chef
chef.
Peter Russell Clark, which would be strange by my parents naming me something I was about to become in the future, which would be
hey,
omni.
The people that put us in the vault, I mean, they supplied all of the food, and this was a sealed bottle, though.
So, Matt, can I, because I'm a robot and so of course can do cool shit.
Yeah.
Can I like scan Annie's hands for like trace elements of 1080 or something like that?
Yeah, sure thing.
Cool. I would love to do that, please. Annie, if you'd like to hold out your hands, and if you are reluctant, I'm more than happy to remove them and then scan them afterwards.
Give us a science check.
Science. Ooh.
Yes.
All right.
Medicine or science, your choice. Both are good.
They're both exactly the same for me, so roly dolies.
Medicine or science?
Physical science.
It doesn't matter because there are so many fails waiting.
I rolled a
Nearly out of them,
16 and a 2. So I'm not sure if you want to inflict pain with the 16.
No, that's all right. We also got to keep this moving. So, you know, it was, the bullet in the gut was funny, but it was an extra 10 minutes. So your analysis reads that no, Annie does not have trace elements of poison on their hands. Clearly that this means it was in the drink, but your scanner does pick up that Sal Kagan has it on their lips right now, possibly due to them. They have trace elements on it on their lips that if they were to like do a little bit of lip smacking, they would probably poison themselves, probably from kissing Dr. Dance the night prior.
Ooh. Dr. Sal Kagan, it appears that you have got some 1080 on your lips. One could potentially ascertain that is due to you indulging in kissing Dr. Dance.
Who
But where?
the fuck hasn't? And who hasn't told me about all of this?
Well, to be fair, we've been writing the board there, so it's not like we were keeping anything secret because this was an investigation because we believe in telling the public.
A little glob of brain matter just
Okay.
like drips down the menu board.
Okay, so I have a reason to be mad at Sagan, and Sagan, Kagan, whatever, names are hard, has a reason to be mad at them. And then Dance shivved Kermit, so he's mad at her, and you guys are all mad at each other for whatever reason. So everyone's got a motive. We clearly all didn't do it, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this. So what gives?
Look, you're right. No evidence has been found that directly points to a given suspect at this time.
I have a new theorem then.
Hit me.
I think we're
Oh my
all
God.
being set up. I don't know who or what by, but something wants us or someone wants us to hate each other.
Nah,
'Cause before
that
this-
sounds silly.
Before this, I thought one of you was fucking with my theories. Because I go on my computer, and it's all wrong. All the numbers read bad. They read inaccurate. I know I didn't put those in. And I was going to confront you about it before today anyway. And then we
Who
all
are
got
you going to
drunk.
confront first?
Fucking anyone. Anyone. I want to know who messed with my stuff.
Yeah, but who was first on your shit list?
Well, I didn't really have a shit list, but now if I'm going to think about it, fucking Saul Kagan. It's going to be Saul Kagan. Prick.
Right? Fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. So, just a show of hands. Has anyone else had their theory or their study affected, not necessarily ruined, because mine wasn't ruined, it's reparable, it's just that it was messed with by somebody else?
Come to think of it, yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And then every other suspect is now putting up their hand. They're like, yeah, I was going to bring it up, but I got yelled at and shot. Okay.
Not even going to apologize there, Rubes, or?
For what? I was
Fair-
investigating.
Fair enough.
It was science. It was part of the investigation.
Yeah, it was multiple hypotheses that I started off with and were proved incorrect through thorough testing.
And
So
medical
do you
aid.
believe now that I didn't do it with your science that you're supposed to change your hypothesis after believing you shot me in the gun and I didn't do it?
I didn't do that on purpose. It just, the gun had a
my
mind of
God.
its own.
To answer your question, I am leaning towards no one in this room being guilty of murder currently.
Well,
Okay.
if nobody in this room...
Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do because I'm fucking sick of everybody around here. We're going to take the rest of the Nuka-Cola bottles. All of them. We're going to put them out, and then each one of us is going to drink one by one.
Is there not a possibility that those bottles are poisonous?
Yes. My hypothesis is that at least a few of us will die, and then I will be fucking free of some of you. And then when we get the next shipment, we'll do it again.
Who do you want to be free of the most?
Sorry?
Who do you want to be free of the most?
I don't know, Ruby Payne Scott. Who do you think I want to be rid of free the most?
I would just like
Just
to
a
point
general
out that-
question.
Well, let's start this little experiment. However, I would like to point out that as a robot and with no mouth, I'm actually
Good, you're first. Cool. All right. I'll
I'm-
mix it up for you, okay, bud?
not entirely sure where you're going to stick that.
I'm going to make it real thick for you. How's that? Make sure you can really taste it.
Again, I'm still unsure where you're going to stick that, but
Oh,
I
man.
will partake.
Can't you just analyze it? I mean, I'm in a room full of like scientists that do science stuff, right? Can't you just analyze it rather than murdering each other? I mean, as the
Hey, Chef.
What? Go on. I was about to go into something. Keep going. What would it be?
You only live once, motherfucker.
Well, you don't, because apparently we just found out you're a robot. So that seems a bit
That's an
crude
offensive
to us
term, but
carbon
I'll
life
take it.
forms. Right.
From here, you see Annie grab a crate of enough Nuka-Cola for 2 each. She lines them all around in a circle and puts 2 in front of everybody. And she sits down and opens the first one.
A sidebar. I just need a sidebar for a moment with my other detective. Hold on, my other detective colleagues.
Do it yourself, and she starts drinking the first one.
Oh, but you're the hot one. Fuck. Oh.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Right. Sidebar. While they do that, sidebar. I didn't get to that bit of training about it. Investigation. Are they supposed to murder each other and we watch them? Is this kind of a thing that we do?
Well,
Yes.
technically, this isn't murder. This is some kind of really bad idea pact.
Okay.
However, the logic behind ascertaining who is actually responsible does make sense in this situation, although the process is rather dramatic.
Yeah,
and I
but-
guess at the end of the day, if one of the people who drinks this dies, then we've confirmed that Dr. Dance probably died because of the poison in the supply.
Look,
And annoyingly, if that supply comes from space, that fucking guy's theory is going to be right. I hate that idea.
what about the Tim Tams from outer space? What were they? I lost track of that. Were they the Japanese folks that
No,
came
that
back
was
from out of time?
the Z-Tans are the aliens.
No, I'm well where the Tim
The
Tams
space
came from,
anomaly
Matt. So
from-
don't you worry about that.
Okay.
Sorry, was there a coherent question there, Clarky? or-
It's more wild panic. They're killing you. They might be drinking poison. Can't you do scanny science things like, tricorders?
Well, alternatively, we could just sit back and let them do that and see what happens. That is science,
Is that
I guess.
hypotheses?
Well,
Yes,
This
quite
does
literally
make
is.
for an interesting study on the human condition, and I'm
Also,
a
do you know
human
what?
and
It
totally on
fucking,
board.
fucking sucks living in a vault.
But neither of you two are human, I've just discovered, which is deeply disturbing for many different reasons.
Yeah, but I can
Especially
imagine
Julius,
what it's like
kind
to
of
live.
obvious.
It's your turn, and they hand Bob a bottle.
no thanks, I'm good.
Annie
Drink-
like breaks
drink up,
hers,
Bob.
and she just goes, "You're not getting out of this. We're all drinking it."
Okay, fine. Look.
Hey, either you go through it, take the chance, or we look.
Or you
I will say
what?
I will commit a murder, and that'll be a murder you know I did do,
Hold on. Say that again?
and that'll be a murder you know I did do.
Excellent. All right, fine. Look, I do lift a lot. I guess I could lift myself out of the arms of death if I have to. And I'll take a bottle and drink. Fine.
All right, can you roll just a flat D20?
Mm-hmm.
Highs
No,
or
actually,
lows?
no, I can't because they are in fact three-dimensional shapes with 20 sides.
Okay, well, highs or lows? Sorry, before you roll it.
Mm-hmm.
Highs or lows?
We'll pick a new one and we'll go. We'll stick with the theme. I'm going lows. That's a 19.
You feel fine.
Actually, I feel great.
You feel the refreshing taste of a Nuka-Cola. It's delicious.
That is. Yep, no, I'm all good. I knew it.
That's good. Hypothesis is correct so far. Which means yours is wrong.
Can we not just check for tampering on the bottles? Just...
Good option. Here you go, chef.
This seems to be slightly impractical and... Oh, fuck it.
Highs or lows?
I'm going to get Emily because she's killed me twice in games to pick the number. Hi, Emily.
I absolutely say no to this. I will not pick
Sorry.
whether you live or die.
Was that a word that rhymed with low that you just picked? I'm
Oh,
pretty
I think
sure
it
that's
was.
what happened.
I
Yeah.
think it was. I think
Oh.
it was on lows.
And thanks, Hamish. Just roll that dice me and tell me what the number is, Hamish. Thanks.
Look, it'd be my pleasure, Mr. D20.
I'll do it
No, I want Hamish to do it. I want the look in his eyes.
when he kills me.
I rolled a 13.
Unlucky for some.
So
Very
you said
unlucky.
lows and it's a high.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I believe
okay.
that was, yeah.
You feel your throat tighten and your lungs grow weak as you start gasping for air. Your blood thickens and coagulates as.
Can I stim pack him?
Sorry?
Can I stim pack him?
You may try.
I will try.
All right, so you shove a stim pack in. However, the extra blood and infusion coming in, it only adds to the blood pressure that is already failing him because the poison is causing it to all clot up. You see his face go purple and red. And Chef Peter Russell Clark starts to writhe and twitch on the floor in front of you.
It's Emily again.
Fuck, he was kind of hot.
And he takes his last breath.
Well, that's unfortunate.
At this point,
Well, he really was kind of hot, huh? Yeah. Thank. Oh shit! Sorry, it's the announcement noise. Shush. Listen.
I can just see D20's head just in the corner.
Unplanned
Just in the
death
corner.
has been registered. Opening doors.
Wait, what?
at this point, you start hearing like a door that always has remained closed up until this point, and it simply reads on the top, Overseer's Office. And you hear like heavy metal clanging on the concrete floor as this very large metallic construct starts to wheel and stomp in your direction. You've never seen the overseer of this vault properly before, and this is why Dr. Dance's intervention in all of your daily duties has been why. It becomes very apparent as they come out. And this very, very large construct with a very large gun as one of their arms also starts to scan the room.
Looks like
Before
someone's
their-
overcompensating.
Their head and sensors stop at Chef Peter Russell Clark.
Registering. Chef Peter Russell Clark was not scheduled for death.
Their head points up towards the rest of the group.
Please, if you wouldn't mind, explain what has happened here.
Well, he's dead, mate.
Processing. Death was not scheduled for at least 3 months.
What do you mean scheduled?
I'm sorry, that is above your classification of information.
I'll
Hey,
have
when's
you...
Bob gonna die?
Bob Norrison, scheduled to die 6 days, 90 minutes.
Wait, what?
Well,
The realization of my own mortality is suddenly hitting me. I feel like I might have wasted my life on trying to achieve physical perfection when what I should have been doing is to achieve some kind of spiritual wholeness.
I'll show you a spiritual wholeness in a second.
Processing.
Cool, I'll meet you at 3 p.m.
Realigning
Sounds
parameters.
good.
Adjusting schedule. Adjusting schedule. Adjusting schedule.
Well, that bodes well.
Adjusting schedule. Adjusting schedule. Adjusting schedule. Adjusting schedule. Adjusting schedule. Hello. Your deaths have been moved forward to 5 minutes. Please line up in an orderly fashion.
Wait, is that forward as in forward in time from when they were originally scheduled, or forward as in closer to us from when they were originally scheduled?
Let me be perfectly clear. Your death is scheduled for 299 seconds.
Not a fan. And
Thank you.
Bob's gonna pull the grenade and just turf it immediately at this thing.
Oh yeah.
Scoop as many of his cop buddies up as he can, and try and lift everyone to dive behind like whatever kind of bench thing is in this cafeteria.
Yeah, so they're pretty light benches. They're like just kind of this lightweight aluminium metal, and they, it's a 2-seater bench with a long table in the middle type setup. You just dive behind one of those?
After having scooped up the 2 living or pseudo living, just because they're right companions. Yes.
All right. Well, they let a burst of shells fire out from the gun, and anyone who's played this system before, I'm going to need some how to use gun rules real quick.
Oh, them
How to use gun rules.
Do we just
Gun.
roll to not die, or
Yeah,
them
just roll
gun
to not
rules.
die. Actually, that'll be
Or should we
quicker.
just roll a d20 and if we die, we die?
Well, you want to highs or lows your bullet wounds?
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Those are
D,
rolls.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, hey,
D20.
d20. How about you pick for all of us?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say,
Yeah, it sounds good.
yeah. And
Okay.
maybe roll my dice for me since I did you. Now you can do me.
No. So I'm gonna get Promethean to roll your dice because it's one of these kind of like Mexicans. So Promethean, low for ham, please.
Low for
Sure.
ham.
Low for ham.
Role play this for us. How do you get out of the way?
In
So
my loving arms.
So as he does that, one of the long pincer arms will reach out and grab a nearest person and pull it across to use it as a shield. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Gracias, for example.
I have in fact rolled a 6 for ham.
Or is that good? I'm not sure now.
What did you
It's low.
choose?
It was low for ham, wasn't it? wasn't it? D20. Yeah.
All right, you succeed. So how do you get out of the way?
Literally, as I get sort of pulled down by Dr. Bob, the robotic arm reaches across, grabs Grassy Ass, and just uses him as a meat shield as the gun goes off to absorb as much of the blast as possible.
All right. You successfully can jump out of the way, avoiding this fire. However, your compatriots, Bob Norrison, I think you explicitly got fired at just then, so can I get a highs or lows from you as well?
Sure. D20. If that even is your real name.
Absolutely. I mean, you're high. You're in a high hat. It's a top
Who's
hat.
rolling for Promethean?
Oh,
You
you
are,
are him.
obviously.
Because life is just deeply unfair for the lovely Promethean in the chair.
What'd you get?
A natural 1.
Hey. All right. Bob Norrison. Well, you jump in the way of a table. However, when you try to tip the table, you realize it has always been bolted to the floor. And as you fumble your footing and topple over the table, it's basically like a minigun looking arm situation. Just goes spreading a peppering of shells across you, turning into more or less a Swiss cheese situation. You can literally see through, like, the large bullets that perforate your body enable sight of light coming through the back to the front of you, and as you're dying out, you can feel the Nuka-Cola that you just drank fizzing and bubbling out from the hole where your stomach was, just through to the rest of your body. And you do fall down unconscious, slowly fading out to your death.
Brilliant.
Adjusting schedule. Ruby Payne Scott, you have been scheduled for 60 seconds.
You just put your thumbs up?
Just wait the solid full 60 seconds.
All right, Julius and Ruby, what are you two doing then?
So, like, I'm going to wait until, like, the 10-second mark. And at that point in time, I'm going to use Bob and Chef as shields to gather as, like, a person fort above me.
Wait, so who are you using?
Chef and Bob. I'm just going to drag what is their remains and, shield myself with them.
Bob, with his last dying breath, will just, like, flex a muscle over as much of Ruby as possible to try and give her some extra cover.
All right, can you roll a highs
You
or
were
lows
kind of
for me?
Hamish, if you could roll for Emily, please, and it's a roll high to save Emily, because I know you want to, Hamish.
You got this, Hamish.
I got you, Em. You're fine.
You got this. You got this.
Absolutely cannot go wrong.
We can't fail. Shut up. I hate you.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I'm sorry, I should have pumped more.
So,
Targeting acquired.
so Em, you know what you rolled for Promethean? Carmen's a bitch, man.
And I should have known better.
So, that's a fail, I take it.
Well, she
yeah,
said
but at least
hi,
I
and
die under two really hot dudes.
So, you achieve your dream of being completely smothered by hot dudes this day. However, you do see, let's say, I can't remember the name. Annie's gonna jump in the way, and also sacrifice her body, being like, "She was the hottest," and like getting in the way before the both of you die at this point.
Cool.
The overseer then stops.
Calculating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vault integrity compromised. Professor Julius Sumner Miller, your schedule has been lifted. You are now due to die. least, when the vault opens, Annie has been, unfortunately, met the end of her life. Your schedule has been moved up to take her place. You may leave the vault when it opens. Thank you.
And with that, it just simply rolls around and starts making its way back to the overseer door.
Professor Julius will start to again lower the grenade that he was priming for a heroic self-destruction effort. And we'll rotate to back to sort of look at the rest of the people who are in the room.
What just happened? Do we have a robot overseer?
Well, it certainly appears that is the case. And we've all been very lucky here and avoided our most imminent death, except for the unfortunate people who are now lying in small pieces across the floor.
I see that. What do we do now?
Well, I believe now we've got plenty of time to continue the research that we were doing and ascertain what it is that has been going on. You will all be free to continue that research whilst I go and maybe start to clean up some of this mess.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Okay, I can't make heads or toes of this.
I must also agree I am rather confused by the situation at this point in time.
I just want to double check with everyone because I've clearly now lost control of my NPC voices and names. Was Kip the one I was just speaking at? Or from?
Hope so.
That's what I'm kind of like, oh god, where have they gone from? Where are my voices? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're all
Kurt
one.
Michael was the drunk guy. Annie Cannon is dead. Saul Kagan was the
Crazy Germanish accent.
Yes.
Such a
Stevie
dick.
wasn't. Yeah, that was Kip then. Okay, sweet. And then Grassy Nile Tyson was the he got out of his chair and left. So
That was Promethean, yeah.
so Kip Thorne, who you were just talking to, do you want to see some of my theory? Like, I think I can intercept a signal or something if I can amplify some of the other equipment that's no longer being used.
I think that sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, okay. Let's hopefully it's the one, because like I've been working on this my entire life.
Well, I'm sure that if it's not, it will probably be a crushing realization for you and you'll slip into an immediate depression. However, I am qualified to apply the appropriate prescriptions.
Oh. I didn't think of what had happened if it was wrong. No, gotta keep on the positive. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. All right, yeah.
So, the professor will just happily follow Kip to stare at the thing. After very quickly making sure that 3 Methian is still in one piece.
They are, yes.
Cool, excellent. And before he leaves the room, he'll also turn around and go, Nigel Vincent Cornwell, come. And his little puppy dog will follow him.
All right. As you two and the rest of the survivors now start to get back to, well, cleaning up first, before getting back to your normal lives, we'll cut over to the overseer's room as the door has shut, and they head back to their charging port where the control panel is. And the message that flares in green on these computers starts to read, receiving signal. Receiving signal. Approaching with vessel. Team found nothing of use. I repeat, team found nothing of use. Can you respond? Yeah. This is Sydney base, correct? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Mayday, ship hull compromised.
Hip, does this align with the theories that you've been having in regards to your research?
What line? Which one are you pointing at?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Wait, this down here. His eyes widen a little bit, and you see like a grin start to overtake his face, and he's like, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, but I do need you to leave, like, right now, because I need to, have some words with, somebody I know. Okay, see you later. Okay, bye. And he just shuts the door on you.
Well, that was unfortunate. Dr. Julius will and so I'm closed away from the devices.
He like shuts you out of his hab module, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Balls, shit, ass. Okay. I'm a fucking robot. I'm just gonna wait there until he emerges, however long that is.
It's a number of days before he emerges, and you start to pick up signals being transmitted out of his room.
Mm-hmm.
One of them specifically says, "We receive you," and then starts like transmitting roughly the coordinates there. And one, it's a bit garbled because you're trying to intercept a transmission without being caught. But you see the words annexation, war plans, total victory approaching.
Okay, interesting. When the door like finally opens again, and Kip emerges, I will literally ask him what that means.
Yeah, let's go talk to the overseer about it real quick, if that's okay. And then I'll let you get uploaded right into the main control computer. How's that? You get all the information in one, because I need to verify it myself.
That sounds wonderful.
Good. Okay, cool. And he's like, attaboy, buddy. And as he like pats you on the back, you can feel like a pulse and a tap of metal on your circuitry that completely just paralyzes every motor server on you at once, and you fall down.
Oh no, I seem to be incapacitated.
Yeah, that's a rough one, buddy. Does your saw blade still work?
It would appear that is now inoperable.
Oh, let me see what I can do for you there. And he's like opens your side panel and gets some rerouting going, and your saw blade starts working.
Excellent. It appears that I am now able to once again use my buzzsaw.
Very good. And he like picks up your buzzsaw arm, and your servos still don't work, but he just drops it on where your key critical components would be housed.
Dr. Thorne, I'm quite concerned about what you're doing right now, as it will result in my imminent destruction. I would like it if you would please stop.
I didn't do anything. You're hitting yourself, if anything, so I'm gonna go get some help. Okay, bye!
Dr. Thorne?
Help! The robot's injuring itself! It's going malfunctioning! Ah! And he starts like waving, running away.
I'm sorry, but with that voice, all I can think of is a fucking Muppet.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
But yes, as the saw blade continues to just like cut you in half, is there anything that passes through your memory banks before an immediate and abrupt?
So my memory banks, they'll flicker through the events of the last few days, sort of compiling all the various bits of information, looking at all of the evidence that was presented before us, all of the different theories that were going on, thinking that pondering about what these words are that were spoken before and the signals that he's picked up, wondering about what's actually going to be outside the vault, based on these signals, based on whatever it is that is returning or whatever it is that is in fact falling out back, before, as the last few flickers of energy passes through him, his memory lingers on a single thought. That autopsy was done really well. Snap.
And with that, that'll bring us to the end of that one shot. The one shot.
Woo!
Total party kill.
Yeah.
Party kill.
Succeeded. Well done.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, I hope everyone got enough information of what it actually was that fell out back.
None whatsoever. No idea
None
what's going
whatsoever.
on.
All
No.
right. Well, you're
There's
gonna have
hay.
to wait till next time.
Yeah. Mom. Hey,
There's definitely
Matt.
hints in there if you go back and rewatch it.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
You did a
What's
great
up?
job, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, good job, Matt.
Did so good.
Oh, thank you. I haven't played this system before today.
I would have
Yeah,
never
raise
have
your hand
guessed.
if you played this system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it showed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're
Absolutely.
masters of this system. I mean, it was fun. I like the Fallout universe anyway. It's a good
cool
time.
universe. Yeah.
Just do retro future weirdo things. Like that's the whole vibe.
My favorite part was the amount of times that Saz broke out into uncontrollable
Oh, yeah.
laughter that
We
no
got
one
Saz
could
on
see.
video in the tech. My God,
Incredible.
just the breaking every moment was just fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
My favorite part was, hey, remember when we hit the $1,000 fundraising goal?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
nice.
Good times. Good work.
All right. Do we have anything else we need to cover before we pop off?
Matt, if you just like to quickly just run through the plot again and then what the conclusions were, because apparently there's a group of people that are going to be playing this afterwards,
Yes,
and
there are.
we've set in motion something.
I was going to message the other people privately, but if do we want to do it on stream or you want to leave it a secret?
All right, leave it a secret. Just
Totally
get through,
leave it a
then beep
secret.
yourself out. That'd be fine.
Okay, well, first off, then.
Mm, I remember that part.
Wow.
I remember that part.
Yeah.
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 What? Get fucked.
And that's
Cool.
how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That all
That
makes
makes sense actually. Now that
Yeah.
we've rediscussed that, yeah, that makes actually total
Summed up
Yeah, yeah.
really nicely, really concisely.
It came
cool.
together
Yeah.
really well, I thought. Like, they've done a really good job with it.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I thought that from the start too.
Yeah, and who would have known it would have been incest the whole time?
Well,
Not me.
I'm
Not
again.
me.
The whole part about the chair and a certain dash hounds roaming
Yeah.
up. I mean, I'm not sure how that's going to fit into to Anthem's game, but sure, canon now, right?
And that thing with
Yeah.
the computer, just whack.
Yeah.
I did not know a computer had that many ports.
The true romance story was NVC and 3 Methian.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
Who live on. in our
Surprisingly
hearts.
flexible.
Yeah. Limbo.
All right, that's enough from us. All right, going reverse order. Hamish, thank
Hi.
you for joining us.
Am I saying words and stuff now?
Yes.
Cool. My
Who
brain's
are
stopped.
you? What do you got going on? And who are you? And what do you got going on? I got
Cool.
nothing else. It's tired. I'm tired.
No, I'm tired too.
Aw.
Damn,
I'm struggling. It's 11 now.
You'll see me here, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, running the Radiant Shadows campaign. Come along, check us out. It's really fun. And then on Sunday, this Sunday, if you check out the Lore Rights, you'll see me once again in the player seat, playing with both Emily and Promethean. That's it.
Nice.
Thanks.
All right. Promethean.
Hey, I'm Promethean. I'm doing both of those exact same things. at also the same time. If you happen to be in or around Ballarat on Thursday, you can also see me on stage if you check out the Ballarat Heritage Festival stuff, doing some Call of Cthulhu. That will be fun next week. Also next week, I believe there's another little charity shindig going down, which, look, I won't discuss too much because it's an exciting little thing. And someone probably might want to spruik that while they have the floor. But that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. D20.
Oh, hello. I died. The first one to die, and I paid no one to do it. They just murdered me through it. Saz, thank you so much for literally just trying to keep track of the stupidity. I mean, sorry, the constant role play that was going on here, the commentary. To the kind people that sat in chat, the kind people that donated. Matt, apart from your walking out twice in a dramatic fashion because of what happened, I can only say sorry for Hamish, because it was him. It was all him. It wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it. I was just
fair.
forced
I
to do
agree.
this. So
I agree.
and again, I think that after Emily has given a wonderful occasional wonderful DM Emily, I think you should talk about what's happening next week, Matt, after that. But
We got to get
you,
through Emily
Matt and Emily.
first. Got to do Emily first.
Yeah, I'll be the disappointing shield that
No,
happens
shield.
before you.
Good
Sounded
shield.
to me like Emily was going to get through everyone else.
Well, yeah. I mean, just like real life. No, I'm joking.
Christ. Fucking hell, Emily.
Coming soon to a merch store near you. Look out for a calendar that NBCDM and I are both producing.
Oh, I truly can't wait.
That
Wait,
is actually that is legally not a joke.
I need you to send me this immediately
it's
afterwards.
not being put together yet, but it is.
Even a concept doc. I need to know.
So if you caught us last PAX, you will have caught the series of images that MVCDM and I took this year, spicier than ever. Hey, my name's Emily. I am the occasional DM. Absolute fucking pain in the ass over on the It's Fates group channel. You can catch our next episode. We've actually got a brand new cast member that was in the chat tonight, is playing their 5th session with us pretty much ever of D&D. Her name's Jeannie. But yeah, you can come check out our latest episode of Fates Group. Next Friday is the next episode of Echoes of Divinity, which Promethean will be at, and this Sunday at the Lorites. So it's going to be a good time.
Nice.
That's me.
Nice. All right, I'm Matt Briefcase Brown. I'm usually over at Split the Party, and speaking of Split the Party, we're on Twitch, Split the Party TV. If you see me in chat, follow over there. There's links everywhere. Split the Party TV pretty much on every social media. And my Twitter's NoFunBrown, and I have been, in conjunction with the Split the Party accounts, trying to promote a big charity event we're doing through superhero streamers as well. Next Saturday the 25th and 26th and Sunday the 26th of May, we are going to be in person at Fortress Melbourne. They have very kindly given us the venue to use with a small, I say small, I think it's like 100 people per game session audience, which there are tickets for either today, tomorrow, or I'm going to bug them and it'll be live very soon. You can just pick up tickets to come for free per game session, to literally watch myself and over 35 other comedians in person playing some D&D games for charity. You can do what we do here and alter the games to your liking via our charity donations. A bunch of the ones are returning from last year, like Kill L&L Cover's character, or Make Me Eat Chili and Suffer. I also need to mention that I'm DMing all 6 of these games, so if I have to eat any chili, I have to survive for 9 hours before I can actually do anything about it.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
My God. There's also Deck of Many Things. There's also Add Monsters, that kind of stuff. You know, the crazy kind of, like, it's a little bit like what we do at Jasper's as well. I did it in November last year, and now we get to do it in person in front of a lot of people with my set that I usually set up for our YouTube show. So please come along. The whole thing will be streamed on Split the Party TV as well. I think that's it. Yeah, just come watch it. Come support it. If you want to be in person, you can. If you want to be online, you can. We're expecting a really good turnout. We're starting to put out all the socials now if you want to have a little look at what we've got going. And that's me. Yeah. thank you everyone for coming. I think we're
Hey,
going
shout
to.
out to Saz also, who is,
Yeah.
you know, the Meeple part of the Meeples and Dragons, and also the producer over here who has done all the producing tonight, and also for the Radiant Shadows campaign.
Yes, the wonderful people who have let us unleash on their campaign and their channel.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you to
over
Meeples
the
and Dragons. Thank
campaign.
you, Anthanum, and thank you, Sarah and John.
Yeah.
And says, I'm liking the new like filed down teeth look you're rocking too. Looks great.
Yeah,
by the way.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slightly terrifying.
Only like very few people can make that work, but you do
Yeah.
it well.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the dorsal fin as well. It was a good addition.
I believe we are going to do a little raid out.
Yeah, we're gonna raid out defeated. Sorry, sorry, I'm still in improv mode. I'm just saying whatever's coming to mind. We're gonna raid out to Phoenix Owaki, good friend of Split the Party, good friend of you guys, good friend of everybody. They're a good bean over there. So let's give him some love.